Hello, Jack. Hello, Rog. Hello, Paul Harvey. How's it going, George? Infinite Drek, it's good to see you. Welcome, Reflex. Welcome, Jim. Welcome, Eka. Welcome, Jack again. Putthrough, hello. Hello, Lost Wanderer. Hello, everyone. If I missed your name, I apologize. I'm glad you're here anyway. Also, Jim just resubbed. Nothing is popping up on screen, though. All very strange. But Jim, thank you for the 42 months in a row. 48 in total at Tier 2 today. We have a Tier 1, a Tier 2, a Tier 3, and a Prime. We have caught them all. Yes, indeed. Nonetheless, I was gone this weekend, so you missed some streams, unfortunately. Wait a minute. It's actually the case that my chat on my screen has stopped working. Where up here, oh gosh, up here it is working. Oh man, one second, gotta refresh. George, thank you for the 10 gift subs. George, thank you for the 10 gift subs, very much indeed. I'm sorry that the music is not making any noise. Give me a second, I'll try to make it make noise. I feel very bad that the pop-ups are not happening. I know, nothing is popping up, George. Let me fix it. Okay, you stream labs for this. Anyway, how are your weekends, friends? How's it going? What have you been enjoying? Tell me stories, please. I was away for the weekend at Hakone. Hakone, the place where I go like twice a year. Twice a year we take a vacation to Japan. There you go indeed. Wait, the last thing that my program caught was 6 days ago. Oh no, are you broken? Is everything broken? Team, I'm very sorry. Thank you for your generosity, but if I can't fix the pop-up machine, we're just gonna have to live with no pop-ups today. Yeah, 6 days ago, Grubzilla tipped 100 bits. That's no good. That's no good. Oh my goodness. George, thank you for putting some cool pictures on Discord. You put some cool pictures of a tugboat rally, and I saw that someone, it was Jack, took their nephew to a monster truck rally. Do Europeans know about monster trucks? It's a proud American tradition in which very normal-sized trucks with very, very large wheels go and roll over top and jump and cause a scene by destroying other cars. I don't know. Very strange. Yeah, Sliver, I miss you also. Sliver, thank you for the tier 3 sub, I appreciate that. Oh, Klaus, good call. Happy Mother's Day indeed. Corey, hello. It is Mother's Day in the USA. I believe that Mothering Sunday is a different day in other parts of the world. Definitely sent my mom flowers. Unfortunately, by the time I remember to send them, all of the Sunday delivery times were already taken. So as of right now, she probably thinks that I did not do anything for her Mother's Day, but she'll be surprised when it comes today, and that'll be a very, very good thing indeed. So happy Mother's Day, those of you who are mothers and otherwise, all very good. Oh man, you're gonna see monster truck rallies as part of the halftime show in the World Cup. Man, if we force halftime shows onto the World Cup, I can't believe it. I hope that the World Cup goes well. Wait, once again. Wait, why is my... What? I'm seeing messages on the big screen here that are not showing up in my chat room. Have I banned all of you? I can't spend the whole street. Oh, man. Welcome to Professional Streamer O'Clock. Once upon a time, I did this as a full-time job. These days... I don't know, team. It's very strange. All right, it's working again. I can see you all in my chat room again. Hello, Pepper. Hello, Flug. If I miss an important message, I apologize. Feel free to put it through again if you want to. Yeah, we were definitely gone a little bit ago. Definitely gone over the weekend, like I said. Very relaxing. My favorite part of these vacations is that Noms and I find time to sit outside and read books. We could probably do that anywhere in the world, that has an outside. Maybe not Antarctica, it's too cold. But just nice to sit in a comfy chair and read a book and enjoy seeing some trees maybe. which is a simple pleasure that we had back in the U.S. Right, back in the U.S. we had a small patio out back where we could sit and enjoy the sun, enjoy the outside world. Here in Tokyo, we don't believe in trees, don't believe in green things, don't believe in lots of stuff like that. So it is very unfortunate to live in Tokyo in some respects, but it was nice. It was nice, and so I finished up a childhood book that I returned to. Well, I guess last read it like 25 years ago. Is that right? Yeah, a book called Martin the Warrior, part of the Red Wall series. And the strangest thing, as I was reading it, I remembered the reactions I had had 20-some years ago. I remember like, oh, that's so touching. And I remembered exactly how little 15-year-old Resorty responded to it. And so it was nice to reconnect with those thoughts. And it's a fairly easy book. It's one written for probably middle schoolers, early high schoolers. So nothing terribly hard, but it still was meaningful. Meaningful to go back and live briefly in a world of obvious good and obvious evil, and cheer for the obvious good and hate the obvious evil. It just feels nice. It's why I like playing Final Fantasy games also. No moral complexity, thank you very much indeed. So that was great, absolutely great indeed to do that, and to come back feeling pretty refreshed. That's that I do have a bit of a cough that's been sticking with me. I'm not sure if it's some lingering, displeasure, disease of the word actually, from our time at Arcane. We were in a building, a hotel with many other people from around the world, so who knows. And it is the case that I'm probably gonna feel about it. Is it hantavirus? Is it Hanta or Hanta? Unfortunately, I've only seen it in text thus far, and there was no clear pronunciation guide. So it's the first time I've said the word aloud. I think it's hantavirus, but I don't think I have that. Hopefully not. I mean, if so, that'll be exciting. You go with Hanta. Haunt. You've heard it both ways. Haunt to feel better, since I'm in Japan's hentai virus. Oh, look here, you. There's a word that starts with the letter B and has two K's in it. I'm not gonna... I mean, you know what it is, right? This word is used commonly in Japanese to talk about things being sprinkled on top of something else. So if you want, I don't know, like cheese sprinkled on top of your curry, you order it BKK word style. It's very strange living here, friends. Very strange living here. Anyway, enough about that. On Sunday, when we got back to town, we had a lovely time going on a little treasure hunt, actually. A treasure hunt throughout Japan. Or again, Tokyo rather, and it was great fun indeed. It was great fun indeed, and it was so hard though. It was so hard. This was a fundraising event for the bookstore that we're trying to get the Kickstarter done on. This Kickstarter is at 2.6 million yen out of 5 million yen, so it's going in the right direction. But we went to a little fundraiser event, and it was the case that we could never, ever possibly win this thing, because the clues were written by someone who had never put together a treasure hunt before. It was scavenger hunt. And so, though it was clear after the event was done why she had chosen to explain various clues in various ways, there were definitely other ways of interpreting it. So, for example, the first clue was something like, among the passageways a second, find what is placed like Clara. Okay, fine. So it's a bookstore, right? So it's a reference to Clara and the Sun, a book by Ishiguro. Anyway, ending vol, I can't remember now. So Clara and the Sun, fine. Displayed like Clara. So we know from having read that book that Clara is displayed in a window because she needs access to the sun. Fine book, all very good. Needs to be in a window, fine. We know that there's a series of bookstores in the bookstore part of Tokyo called Jimbocho, and the bookstores are called Passage Blank. So she says, among the passageways, a second. Okay, there's one of the passageways called Passage Bis. The word bis means second. And so we go there onto the second floor of bis and start hunting through everything. And there's a big window. As we hunt through the window, and we spend genuinely 45 minutes digging through every part of this place. Now, I don't know if the customers thought we were just weird foreigners, and so ignored us, or they've been warned that people might come through for a scavenger hunt. Anyway, eventually we give up and we say, okay, we know that she owns a shelf at another bookstore across this small neighborhood. Let's go over there. And so we go over there. And it turns out that the second part she was referring to was not Passage Bis, which again means second, but instead that she has a shelf on the second floor of this other place called Passage Salida. Cool. So we go up there and we say, okay, displayed like Clara. Certainly it's in the window. We look through the windows. There's nothing. We look at her shelf. There are a bunch of different books for sale there, but none of them are written by Ishiguro. None of them are Clara and the Sun. None of them have anything to do with the physics of the sun. There is nothing. And so we give up. We say, okay, must be somewhere else. And as we're leaving, we see another group go in and go upstairs to the shelf and immediately pick up a random book and just start looking through it and find the clue. The book was Lincoln in the Bardo. I like this book very much. It has nothing to do with the sun or seconds or otherwise. But that was what the first clue is pointing to. Because apparently, Clara and the Sun is the first book that this woman ever sold. Cool. So, as Gorthos rightly says, the entire treasure hunt was set up for people who had been with her over the past, 8 months or so, and she's been developing this bookstore community. And so every single location all the way through were ones that had meaning and importance to her, the bookseller, and to her community. But as people who had joined the community only about a week and a half ago, we had no idea. And so we were reading into clues, or trying to interpret clues in ways that were often, absolutely incorrect. And yeah, that felt pretty bad. That felt pretty bad indeed. And it raised some questions for Noms about, has she thought about her marketing? Has she thought about going from being a community of friends to instead a business proper, in which you can't just stay with the in-group, but you have to build the in-group by inviting in those who are new to it. I was playing Blueprints IRL, absolutely. But I think when I solve Blueprints puzzles, I understand what they were going for and why I misunderstood it. With these, after I was told what they were, I said, cool. I would have literally never gotten that because it relies on knowledge that's just not mine. But yeah, that was a waste of about 5 hours of our life going from place to place. Eventually, the final clue was something about Elvis and something about the number 9 or something. I don't know. And so we know that the most important Elvis group in Tokyo are a group of rockabilly dancers that dance over at the large Yoyogi Koen, the big Yoyogi Park. And so, okay, gotta go there. Gotta go to the Yoyogi Koen. And so we go to Yoyogi Koen and we go look near the rockabilly guys. There's nothing there. It's a clue or otherwise. And so, okay, it must be inside of Yoyogi Park. Friends, Yoyogi Park is, I believe, the second largest park in all of Tokyo. It has, I don't know, a lot of acres. And so we sort of just wander randomly through it for a while. And we say, okay, there's this number 9 thing. The number 9 thing, what does this mean? Well, it's Japan, and so all of the exits and entries are numbered. Unfortunately, it only goes up to 8, no problem. There are information spots where the people to help you, they're all numbered. There is a number 9. So we go there, we ask for help. Nope, that's wrong too. The toilets are also numbered. We go to toilet number 9. It is not there. And so eventually we write our nice friend, say, I'm sorry, we quit. We're done. We're not meant to be detectives. And she said, oh, the 9 refers to the place where we had our 9th event. Underneath a particular tree on the far side of the park. Our 9th event, you were there. Oh man, that wasn't fun. So we tried to save the day by saying to each other, hey, at least we got to go wander through parts of Tokyo we hadn't been before. It's nice to get our steps in and so on. But friends, if ever you're making a scavenger hunt, I strongly encourage you to have someone else solve the clues with you before you send them to strangers, because it's really important to see how people interpret other clues. For example, I'm going to keep complaining, here I go. The second place that we were supposed to go was to another bookstore, and the clue is something about like, hey, this is like a children's book at the bookstore, and you'll find the clue in a classic, blah blah blah. And so we go to the bookstore, and there were like, I don't know, 15 white people, primarily young women, all good, who were there, and what they were doing. Do I have any books here? Friends, the area underneath my desk is all magic cards now. Pardon me while I get a book. This is necessary to tell the story well. Hello again. So, there's an army, 20 or so young women, picking up every single child's book and going like that to these brand new books, because it's not obvious which child's book the thing is in. And I feel so bad. So bad. Because no one can find the clue. And so I went ahead and stopped looking and went and bought 5 books from the man who was running the place, because I did not want to join the hunting through literally every book in the shop while doing one of these. And so as I'm buying from him, I ask him, do you know why all these people are here? And he said, yes, this hunt. And I said, do you know where the item is? And he said, yes, I do. And I said, are we anywhere close? And he said, not really. So it turns out that she had taken her clue and put it between 2 random books. So you had to dig down like 4 or 5 books in some stack of all the books looking just the same. And there was no reason to believe, like, there was nothing in the clue that said, get digging. And like, the one part of the clue I remember is it said, look for a book ajar. Look for a book ajar. Maharo, thank you for your tier 3 subscription for 23 months. Why did that make noise? Maharo, you're the first person who has made noise on that today. Maharo, thank you for the tier 3 sub. That's very generous of you. What is wrong with my machine? One moment. Give me a minute so I can fix this so other people can see. No, my little machine here, bizarrely, and I'm not, this is not a meme. This is not a joke. This is not a ha-ha. Let me show you. I wish to share with you the horror currently before my eyes. That's right. It's Cat Fritz, the horror. Give me 1 second here. We good? We good? Oh boy. Okay. This goes here. Bum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. All right. Let's change to this one. Yeah. So right. It's a little hard to see, But you'll see at the top that 6 days ago, Grobzilla gave 100 bits, and then 1 minute ago, Maharo resubscribed. And so everyone else who has given bits or subscriptions or otherwise today, I don't know why it didn't pop up for you, and I'm really quite sorry. I'm really quite sorry indeed. Anyway, so it is the case, but thanks again for all the generosity. Slivers, thanks for the 100 bits. Slivers, thanks for 100 bits. This is not a way to farm more tips, I promise, but thank you, Slivers, for your kindness. I can't play the backlog. This is the issue. Because my little machine did not see any of the earlier subscriptions and tips and so on, there's no way to make it see it now, to my knowledge. So I can't fix it, I'm sorry. Right, so the clue said a book ajar. And so we thought, okay, there must be some book in this bookstore that is, left open. And surely the clue will be inside the left open book. No, it turns out a book ajar was meant to show us that on the logo for this bookstore, there's an open book. And so again, 20 or so delightful foreigners going like that with brand new books. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Anyway, that is my complaint of the weekend. I was very excited for this scavenger hunt, and then it ended up being, less than great, we'll call it. Enough blather about that. I'm sorry for going on a bit. Friends, it's time for the word of the day. Yes, indeed. What is today's word of the day, if you please? It is halcyon. Halcyon indeed. This is a word that I thought was pronounced as halcyon until I actually heard it one time. But yeah, halcyon is correct, isn't it?
Halcyon.
There we go. Halcyon indeed. This word is often in my mind. I point to my head here, my mind, combined with salad days. Salad days. Like that. Hey, Geektown, you missed the halcyon days before 2016. Geektown, did Harambe die in 2016? Are you one of these people who believes that Harambe's death is what caused the ruining of the world? Yep. Yep, you are. Poor Harambe. Anyway, halcyon is most often used to describe a happy and successful time in the past that's remembered as being better than today. It can also mean calm, peaceful, or prosperous or affluent. Good times in the past. She does not regret retiring, but looks back fondly on the halcyon years of her career. Yeah, I think it's often this, oh, if only it were good back then. Resorty, LOL, now say Cistercian correctly? Cistercian? How dare you? How dare you? Mars Quiz, I don't know how to say words like this. So, gosh, why on earth would Resorty now know how to say Cistercian? Is it because he spent a month in a Cistercian monastery? I just happened to say a Cistercian monastery back in the day, and so, yeah, I know all about their story. I know all about they are. Axix, I thank you for your generous 2-time subscription for 105 months. Very, very cool of you indeed. Thanks for it. Also, actually, Axix stayed in this place as well. Axix saw that I had such a good time going there that they went and checked out also. And yeah, if my wife did not exist, if we'd not gotten married or I never met her, or she died, I suppose, I would go join the Cistercians immediately. I would pretend to be a Catholic person to join them. Anyway, we're still waiting for a book about it. It's true. COVID killed my writing on that one. And unfortunately, again, Axix, thank you for the resub. Really, really nice to you all the way. All right. Did you know halcyon has drifted along contentedly into English for centuries, but it hatched from a tumultuous story. According to Greek mythology, Alcyon, it's a K, so Kappa. Alcyon, the daughter of the god of the winds, became so distraught over her husband Ceyx's death at sea that she threw herself into the ocean to join him. The gods were moved by the couple's love and took pity on them, by turning them into halcyon birds. A bird identified with the kingfisher. Kingfishers are known for plunging into water after their prey. According to the legend, the birds built the nest on the sea, which so charmed Alcyon's father that he created a period of unusual calm that lasted until the bird's eggs hatched. Our word halcyon reflects this story in multiple ways. When halcyon was first used in English in the 14th century, it was a noun referring to the mythical bird, and later to actual kingfishers as well. Adjective use developed in the 16th century, and now the word most often evokes calm waters. The word typically describes an idyllic time in the past. Got it. What's a kingfisher, This is adorable. It's eating a fish. Wait, how big is this thing? Because it's called a kingfisher, I assumed it was a giant monarchical kind of thing. Like, here I come, I'm the state, I come to tax the fish by okay. That's lovely. That's lovely. I gotta say, I really enjoy that Google's added some sounds. They really are quite small. Unfortunately, I'm unable to understand the size of this thing, given there's no banana next to it. Is there anything that will show me its size? Okay, human hands will do it. Human hands will do it, obviously. They're not nearly as lovely here as they are in the other photos. I mean, the tail feathers really pop. I mean, they look nice. I shouldn't be rude. They look very nice. How dare I? But yeah, it's a nice looking bird. Nice looking bird. They are quite tiny indeed, but the bane of all fishdom. A bit ago, Eka asked, did I find a way to donate to the bookstore's Kickstarter? I did. Those of you who were not here last week, I had a bit of trouble giving money to a Kickstarter because the Kickstarter requires a credit card. And my credit cards are all in the United States, and my yen is all over here. And to send my yen to the US would be to devalue it even more, cry, cry, cry. And so eventually I found a Japanese debit card system that I could take money and put it into the ATM at 7-Eleven, and then it became magic internet money that I could then use on a debit card to send to the Kickstarter. So yes, indeed, we did manage to give our contribution to the Kickstarter, and Noms has now applied for a Japanese credit card also, so we're very excited about that. After 4.5 years of living here, finally getting a credit card, good, good, good. But yeah, the bookstore is about half funded right now. They have about 18 or 19 days until the the end of the month, and gosh, I hope they're able to open up. Anyway, back to our word of the day, halcyon. Test your vocabulary. Rearrange these letters to form an adjective that means serenely free of interruption or disturbance. Yeah, there's a lake by this name in the US, I believe, and then I think it shares a root with the name of one of the oceans. Does it? Maybe it doesn't. The word's placid. Placid, yeah, many of you got it. It's placid. So the word Pacific comes from pace, I believe, which means peace in the Latin. Name. The Southern Sea. Here we go. So Mar Pacifio, which is peaceful sea, coming from pace. What is the etymology of placid? It's like what, placare, maybe? Is that what happens here? From Latin placidus. All right, so placidus and pace probably are the same word, ultimately. Anyway, fun stuff. Let's do some trivia. Good luck, team. I've missed trivia the past 3 or 4 days, so I might be a little bit, what's the word? Might be a little bit rusty. Question number 1, consumer stuff. Elliott Advisors now owns what chain? They got canceled in 2020 over its poorly thought out diverse edition redesigns. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Is there some chain that was like profoundly like white coated? I mean, I know Chick-fil-A had a bit of drama back in the day. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm saying Taco Bell just because it's funny to me to imagine them getting canceled or diverse editions. The Nook is sold by what company founded by guys named William and Clifford? This is Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble, it's their e-reader, I believe. So William Barnes and Clifford Noble. There you go. There you go. There you go. Bed Bath & Beyond. Wow, unnamed comic out right away. Well done, my friend. What was the diverse edition? Did any of you follow this at the time? Oh. Literary blackface, they call it. Literary blackface. In which they put forward traditional classics with darker characters on them. I mean, I get what they were going for. I don't think it's ever explicitly stated that Captain Ahab is a white dude. But it's the 1800s. He is the captain of a ship. There is no possible way that he's a black dude, not to be offensive. Frankenstein, the monster here, is definitely described being ashen-skinned. So, yeah, literally blackface, they call it. Yikes, yikes. All right, question number 2, here we go. From Arts and Culture. Lesser-known sequels about him abroad and as a detective were written about what St. Petersburg resident? Okay, so something Russian fictional character. I have no idea. No one's coming to mind right away. I'm sure... Actually, no, I can't think of any fictional characters who are Russian. St. Petersburg. I have no idea. I'm going to say... who's the enemy in James Bond? I have no idea. We're going to say this is... It's going to be Peter the Great, detective. In his original book, what fictional character attends his own funeral and gets trapped in McDougal's cave with Becky Thatcher? Is this Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn? Huckleberry Finn detective. I think it's Tom Sawyer. Huh. Friends, we've been bamboozled. Are they in, what, Missouri, possibly? It's a rapidly growing city in St. Charles County. It's called St. Peter's now, maybe? I suspect that basically everyone was bamboozled in this one. Was it actually Petersburg at any point? No, maybe it's not Missouri then. Anyway, that was something. Glad to get into, but yeah, very well. Friends, question number 3. A Cape buffalo, a Bengal tiger, an echidna, and a California sea lion have all been voiced in movies by what actor? I'm sorry for the endless coughing. I need to turn the microphone off. So the echidna is probably, what, Knuckles in, you know, that one movie, Sonic. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I know that Chris guy, Chris Pratt, has been in a bunch of shows. Could it be Jim Carrey? I know there's a very famous scene from Ace Ventura involving a buffalo, I think. Maybe it's a hippo. I'm going to say Chris Pratt, but I really have no idea. Here is a name. Stringer Bell. Hey! Charles Minor and John Luther are TV characters been portrayed by what handsome Brit? Stringer Bell is a major character who's aptly fascinating in The Wire. His name is Idris Elba. Idris Elba, indeed. There we go. I will always happily talk about The Wire at great length. Yeah, I mean, I think this is like season one spoiler, so no big deal. But Idris Elba's character Stringer Bell is trying to take control of a drug empire and do it the right way. So he goes to community college and takes classes in business, and tries to turn the drug empire to legitimate business. With like a clear understanding of tax implications and middle management. It's a really really wonderful show in general. But I'm happy to say, for me, it's the best I've ever seen. But I might be, because I'm American, I'm not sure. Question number 4, here we go. Boasting 16 vertices, all forming 90-degree angles, Charles Hinton first defined what shape in a new era of thought? Is this like the hypercube thing? Is this the hypercube thing? It is not. An interstellar library, a blue Avengers MacGuffin, and the wrinkles in A Wrinkle in Time are all called what geometric term? I've definitely read A Wrinkle in Time. I've seen Interstellar. Blue Avengers. MacGuffin. So probably not a character, but instead an item of some sort. Is it like that gem thing? Like the Infinity Gauntlet? Well, okay. Yeah, I don't know. 16 vertices. So there's mono, duo, I got no idea. Heptagon. Well, 2D. It is. It is. I thought of Time Cube and then said, no, that's dumb because that's not real. Wait, it's a Time Cube. Okay, fine. But Tesseract. Okay. So, if you don't know the Time Cube, it is a person who is having a bit of a mental breakdown. Modern physics is wrong. See evidence below. Perpetual motion powered by cubic wisdom. If you want to read through this thing, I mean, we shouldn't mock those who are mentally having some troubles. But clearly, someone spent a lot of time writing about the time cube. -1 times -1 equals +1 is wrong. It's academic, stupid, and evil. I agree. The educated stupid should acknowledge the natural antipodes of +1 times +1 equals +1 and -1 times -1 equals -1 exists as plus and minus values of opposite creation, depicted by the opposite sexes in opposite hemisphere. Entity is death worship, for it cancels opposites. I mean, I don't see what's wrong about that. So what I appreciate about this guy's work is he's trying to do the big thing, which is bring together all of the fields of human inquiry and knowledge, which is something that philosophers don't do anymore, and it's something that we make fun of when the physicists try to do so. Like, he wants to explain it all. Anyway, it was a tesseract. This is a word I know, but I would not have been able to define it anyway. And if I'd never spent time in the Time Cube meme universe, it would never come to mind. Anyway, question 5. Let's go and finish this thing up with the Winter War led to the Soviet Union being expelled from what international organization that was once headquartered in Geneva? Is this the League of Nations? I actually don't know where League of Nations was headquartered. I'm also happy to say that I don't know when the Winter War was. Real League of Nations, just because it is more plausible than the Soviet Union ever being kicked out of the UN. We good? There we go. Happy to do it. Happy to do it indeed. 9 points. I'll take it today. At this point, I would like to talk about the relationship between Woodrow Wilson and a philosopher named Josiah Royce. Another time. Another time. How are folks doing in general today? Which questions were hard for people? Which were somewhat easier? It is the case we have the majority of people who got it in 2 on Barnes & Noble. Tom Sawyer. Yeah, a very, very small portion of people got it in 2 here, or in 1 here. That St. Petersburg thing is so unkind. I'm guessing a lot of people guessed Huck Finn on this question here. Idris Elba. Many people who watch animated films got it right away, and then the rest of us. In-Raid Tesseract. Yeah, hard time, hard time. What is a new era of thought anyway? And then League of Nations. I'm guessing a lot of people got. Oh, wow, yeah. Fair number got it, fair number missed it entirely. All good. Oh, St. Petersburg is based on Hannibal, Missouri. Okay, I mean, that makes sense for sure. Makes sense for sure it was a an invented world. Real good. A new era of thought from 1888. Math people, have any of you read this thing? Because I definitely struggle with 4-dimensional thinking. Very, very much. Hey, George, thank you for the resubscription for 30 months. Just imagine the Jurassic flute playing, folks. I'm sorry, George. It is the case that your 10 gift subs were consumed by a computer error. I considered singing for you. Womp, 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 womp. But it's not as good anyway. Should I read this? It's inspired by Plato's Allegory of the Cave. So I like this. Like, Hinton is clearly indicating that we believe that the 3-dimensional is true. And so we need to get past that basic understanding and move in the direction of recognizing there are truths beyond what we know. Fine. Kant here will be talking about the conditions necessary for our experience. And so to have experience like ours, I mean, as I say on the intro page, when I failed to, when I failed to actually start the timer, time is illusory, though necessary for experience like ours. That's the Kantian view, is we can't fully explain it, we make it ourselves to be ourselves, etc. He's probably arguing instead that no, it's a real feature of the world that we don't have easy access to in the way we do 3 dimensions. Anyway, fascinating stuff. I love it, and thank you for playing the game with me today. Friends, today we're just going to do the redactyl, and then we're going to move on to today's game, because I'm not feeling super well, and I want to get as much time as possible into this game. Friends, we have a 5-word and 8-word. Please put any word you want to into ye olde chat room box. We'll type it in, we'll see what we get. All right, word number 1 is modern. Modern there. We have 1 of those. System today, there are none, unfortunately. How about the word science? Is it a scientific thing? There's 1 of those. How about the word English? 1 of those. Are we going to get this thing with an endless series of 1s? I don't know. Hey, Rob. Rob, thank you for subscribing today. Thank you for keeping that subscription going for 29 months. Means the world. Thank you for being a friend. 5. There are 102 5s. That's amazing. How about the word first? There are 592 firsts. Apparently this thing is just numbers. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Country, we have 7 of those. How about the word city today? There are 4 cities. State, we have 19. Is it Elvis? No Elvises. There are 43 words though. He, there are 608 he's. An element, there are none. Can you imagine if he, it ended up being helium? That'd be fun. Country we did. Century, there are no centuries. Element we did before. Odds, there are no odds. Vote, there's but 1. Actor, we have 1 actor. How about the word time? 75 times, nice. How about the word minister? 3 ministers. How about king? There's 1. Isaac, there are none, unfortunately. Is it a musician today? None of those. How about Mr. President? 3 presidents. Is it a German thing? 3 Germans. The number 8, there are 15 8s. 1 a blank 8 times. What on earth is this? Author we may have done before. There are no authors. Sports, there are 43. Four, there are 125 fours. Is it a building? 3 buildings. How about the word British? None of those. Gambling, that's smart. No, it's not. Don't gamble, kids. David, there are 7. I put the word rain in. So something reigns. No monarch, though. How about athlete? 9 of those. Black, there are none. Soccer, none also. The word no, there are 118 no's. So the world number 1 something. It's weird that number is going as N-O. I'm going to look on the page, the actual page, and see if it's spelled out now. Because, yeah, maybe it's a formatting situation. We'll see. Boxing, 2 of those. Champion, 18 of those. How about world? We did before, sorry. Football, 4 of those. Novak, there are 22. Unnamed comment, are you from the future? Tennis, there are 74. Basketball, there's 1 of those. How about the word game? 8 of those. History, we have 20. Chess, there are none. How about the rugger? Old rugby, no rugbies. Who is this Novak guy? I don't know who this is. Djokovic, no. Jovovic, no. Djokovic, there we go. We got it eventually. Yeah, this is the guy who refused the COVID shot. Unfortunately, all I know about him is during COVID, he wouldn't get a vaccine, and so he wasn't allowed to play in certain places. A Serbian professional tennis player, Djokovic, has been ranked as the world's #1 in men's singles by the Association of Tennis Professionals for a record 428 weeks. So is he the best in the world right now? As he says has been. Is he a has been? I don't know. Seems pretty good. Sinner is the best of the minute? Wait. Is there actually a person called Sinner who plays tennis? There is. It's an Italian name. Given the relationship between Italy and the Vatican, this guy has a high chance of being the Antichrist. Also, I don't know if you all noticed this immediately, but the word tennis and the word sinner are near, what are those called? Not antonyms, ambigrams, whatever it is. With one different letter, it immediately becomes the same word spelled backwards. Did you see that immediately when I typed it in? Weird stuff, weird words. Anyway, enough about that. Friends, it's time to play a video game. A few of you mentioned this game over on Discord. Palindrome, thank you, palindromes. Yeah, a few of you mentioned this game over on Discord. It's a game in which you organize a library. I don't know about you, but I sure do like libraries, and I sure do like books, and so we're going to play this game, and it's cozier than others, and I'm fine with that, because I don't feel super well today. I just need a stream of hanging out and trying stuff. So how many of you have seen this game, or played this game, or heard about this game, or otherwise? It is called Librarian something, tidying up the Arcane library, I believe. So because we're thinking about books this week and bookstores and so on, it's gonna be a good time. You've played it? Okay. You know what? Okay, this is slightly sellout, and this means nothing to any of you. Please feel free to ignore this. But because we're playing a book game, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say, and so I'm going to put a fundraiser on the screen, which, again, I would never, ever do usually, but I want this place to succeed so much. So one second here. Name. Fundraiser. Hi. I'm trying to help a bookstore get started in Tokyo. I'd appreciate your help, :. And we put the Kickstarter thing here. Again, this is not asking any of you to contribute. Someone just gave some bits. I appreciate that. Give me just a second, though. I can't see anything other than my other than the page I'm working on. One moment. All right, copy this, paste this. Very good. Thank you so much, Unnamed Comment, for the 100 bits that are going to go to the bookstore presently. Let me go ahead and put a on-screen message here. I'll change the "Don't Help Me" over to !bookstore. There we go. And so people will see the bookstore thing. They will be curious what that means, and hopefully give a little bit of cash to the old fundraiser thing. Oh, did it not work? 1 second. Oh, okay, 1 second. I said fundraiser, not bookstore is the command, actually. My bad. One more time. Try !! Fundraiser instead. That's nice. And do any of you all remember that old game ActRaiser? I loved it so much. I love that game so very much. I actually don't recall what it was about, other than in some levels you played as a little adorable angel cherub guy, and then in other ones you played as a like knight person, an angel. I like that one a lot. Regardless, team, let's see how this goes. Cozy gameplay. Our team hopes every player can comfortably enjoy the game that suits their play style. You can choose a relaxed experience where you don't have to worry about time, or an immersive world where the day-night cycle changes as you play time. The choice is yours. Do you want to change it to cozy gameplay? Oh, no, I don't actually. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just play it as is. Not super cozy. We'll see how it goes. So here we go. Librarian, tidy up the Arcane library. So far the game's sound is very, very quiet. I'm going to kick it up as loud as possible, and we'll see if we can get some music for you all in the background. Is there anything here that would help you all see what's happening more betterly? Head bobbing off, probably for the best. We don't want to all get sick here. Layout might help. Oh, that's controller primarily. No tutorial allowed. Alright, team, here we go. New game. I'm sorry? Wait, what has happened here? Okay, there's a story to read here at the University of Celeste Hall. Also, this game is not playing sounds in the background. I should probably try to fix that if I can. One moment. Must have some sounds. Also, fundraiser will go down to here instead. Is the fundraiser thing too big on the screen? I always struggle with the appropriate sizing for anything on the screen other than just the game. But may I change audio and background? Looks like no, unfortunately. Okay, here we go, team. What does this say? Listen to me, because this is very important. What that fairy did, that nasty, stupid fairy, is a total disaster. It's turned my beautiful library into a complete mess, a disaster like nobody has ever seen. So here's the decision for you, the librarian. How did I get hired in this position? Did I know what was happening? Do I get health insurance? You're in a very tough spot, a bad situation, but I've got the only solution. You're not leaving the library. You're staying right here until every single volume, every magnificent book is back in its proper place. Those doors are staying shut, sealed. You've got your wits and you've got your arms. Use them, work hard. If you don't get it done, you're looking at extreme overtime until late at night, maybe even midnight or later. It's gonna be a very long night, a very tough night, because we need law and order in the library. But if you finish, I mean finish perfectly, 100%, I'm gonna give you a reward. We're talking pizza, the best pizza you ever had, huge slices, best toppings, beautiful cheese. It'll be fantastic. I do remember my days working at the Target Greatland store. Occasionally, like once a quarter, the manager would come out and say, guys, it was such an amazing quarter financially. We profited so much money. Because of your hard work, we're gonna buy you a pizza. It was the strangest thing. Hearing this guy talk about the hundreds of thousands of dollars of profit we made for the corporation. I was like, can I have a raise, please? Not a lot, just a little bit of that money? Nope, you get a pizza. Strange times, strange times. If he hadn't mentioned the specific numbers, I don't think I would have minded quite as much. But his saying hundreds of thousands of dollars, here's some pizzas, didn't feel great. Alright, get to work, get the books on the shelves. Principal Merlin, the University of Celeste Hall. Very, very good. There's a key here. A key marked with a red octagon, used to unlock its matching chest. How do I take it? I can move it. Okay. Well, it's lost forever now. I dropped it into the pile somehow. Press E to pick up a book. Tears of Beasts. Records of the Extinct and Forgotten Volume 5. Q then to drop it also. Okay, we have... This is ridiculous. Is every playthrough of this game the same? Like, are all of the books the same books in the same places, both on the floor and where it's supposed to go? Alright, so upstairs, here are all of the different... It's ridiculous. The different types of books, categories, I suppose. So this is Holy Magic, Undead, Protection, and Purification. Is that... maybe none of these. So is there a downstairs map also? Alright. So... is this divination? Healer and healing... Oh, Holy Magic. It goes into the 1L section. So, the fourth one on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. How to arrange books on the correct bookshelf. The book is not on the correct bookshelf. Check the maps beside the stair to find the correct bookshelf for each book's category. When a book is placed on the correct bookshelf, a yellow glowing effect will appear. You may freely choose which shelf tier to place the books on. Books with the same title must be rated volume number from left to right. Different book titles may have varying numbers of volumes. Choose a shelf tier that matches the number of volumes. This is volume 6. Oh, 1G, it says above, thank you. 1G. So maybe I'm on the wrong location. This is a very fun game. 1G is... magical artifacts. I need 1L. 1L. How did I screw it up? Oh, this might be a very, very long game indeed, team. 1L, 1L, 1L. First year of law school, let's do it. Alright, come along, my friend. We're going to 1L. Okay, so nothing here is showing me yellow, unfortunately. There are sides as well. Now, does that have to be placed to get the yellow? Possibly. 1L. A faint red glowing effect. It's in the correct bookshelf category, but the position is incorrect. The red glowing effect will appear when the book is placed on the correct bookshelf under the following cases, not in volume numbers. Other books are elsewhere, not in the correct position for its book. Alright, so, your volume 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of 3,072 completed. Team, we're well on our way. What are you? 1,000 easy spells to use at home. Home magic's upstairs, I believe. How do I yeet you? Alright, yeeted very good. So we're looking for, ideally, books of this... Oh dear. That's J, 1L. We're looking for white books about the undead. Is this how, wait, what's this? Introduction to Magic Determinism, Spell Causality and Philosophy. I know the philosophy section upstairs. This is ridiculous, Jewel. It's amazing, but a little ridiculous. White book there. Targets for Holy Magic, Volume 9. I believe this is incorrect. It's the wrong kind of book, right? Holy Magic. Your volume what? 9. So it's one off from here. Okay. 2 are done good. Just sort for now? That might be right. But it appears I get a level up. 2 rows left to level up. So I'm guessing if I finish a row, it'll help me level up. Now, what do level ups do? I have no idea. George asked, do I want a starter hint? I don't know, man. Interracial social dynamics? I'm sorry, what? George, what kind of thing is your hint about? If it's like a, you don't understand the mechanics of the game, fine. If it's instead a something else, perhaps less fine. So we're looking for books, philosophy, power, and ethics. So maybe philosophy books are white? How does anyone finish this book? Prolegomena to Holy Magic Theory. I love it. A place where starting out's easier. So are you saying it's easier to not just do random white books? Foundations of Metaphysics are probably upstairs. Would I ever yeet a book in real life? I mean, probably not. But also, I don't know how anyone would get into the situation ever. Okay, George, give me a hint on, like, what kind of easier space is there? Easy spells at home. I guess I've just assumed that all of the books of a series are the same color. Holy Magic. Holy Magic. Holy Magic. Holy Magic. Holy Magic. Okay. Holy Magic. Holy Magic. Undead. Holy Magic Selection Application. Volume 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So they are the same grayish color that looked white on the floor initially. Metaphysics. There's an easier place to start over by the key. Got it. Got it. You can carry multiple books at once. Oh! I don't know they're that strong. That's great. These book titles are fantastic. Ethics, come on down. You go over there. Alright. The Blade, Mana and Willpower. Upstairs. Okay, so nothing here. Is this the way that many of you started or have seen people start? Just decide you're to grab something and go hard into it? Or did you actually follow the game correctly? Okay. Philosophy books. Over there. Silliest game ever. Great philosophers. Okay. I don't know how I ended up picking up philosopher books right away. Holy Power in Undead Annihilation. There's situations similar to this when the Northridge earthquake hit. Wait, really? That is very unfortunate. I'm guessing they took time to repair it instead of ordering one person to do all these things themselves. Okay, is undead magic separate from holy magic? There was some distinction. Okay, it was healer versus holy. So this is holy power. So this would be another separate nook, we'll call it. Cool. You'll go, here's volume 9. Yes. Now what's this book here? Home magic. Okay, any book that does not belong here gets thrown away right now. Counter curses. You pick up 10 books, just throw them somewhere. Yeah. I think... So you pick up 10 random books and just put them where they need to go. I think the trouble with that for me right now is that I don't quite know... One second. That's wrong. I don't quite know where all the different kinds of books are. Where they go. They like memorize where the different book types go. Or maybe like print out the map. A screenshot of the map would not be the worst thing ever. Yeah? Yeah, maybe not. Philosophy. Healing. Philosophy. Healing. Kitchen. There are a lot of healing books in a pile there. I believe they go over next to the shelf that I'm working with. There's a map. Yeah, so there are 2 maps. I think they're where I am. Sounds like philosophy. Ethics. Why am I finding all the philosophy books? This feels like the game is calling out to me. That's the wrong one. Okay, philosophy. Purification. So occasionally the streamer, I try to hype up myself. Like, okay, this is a new game. I'm confused. It is hard. I'm confused. What to do. But right now I'm not pretending. Like, I'm genuinely amazed by this game and having so much fun. Philosophy is 2J. So upstairs, right-hand side. Upstairs, right-hand side. There's so many books here. Okay. 2J, 2B. Yeah, the end, maybe? Does it make more sense to you? I can understand that. Alright, so Volume 9 of the Foundations of Metaphysics. Philosophy of Self and Others. Volume 8. 10, 9, 8. Soul, Mind, and Body. Magical Restraint. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think Therefore I Am. Volume 3. 1, 2, 3. Self and Others 6. There it is, okay. Gotta count at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Mana and Willpower. Determinism. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, wrong direction. 10, 9, 8, 7. Yes. Studies in Magic. Do I have that yet? I'll probably be switching back and forth between grabbing a pile of books and taking, like, them individually. 10, 9, 8, 7. Self and Other 3. I'm kind of wondering now, have I picked the right places to put these? Or should they be better organized based on, like, subtopic or spelling or otherwise? Alright, so Self and Other we have the most of right now. So up here, I'm going to go for philosophy books and undead holy magic books. How to Commute with Magic is an amazing name. This is one of those questions like, would one... Oh, this is so terrible. Yep. Would one ever take on the power of teleportation? Right, so like a teleportation or flying question. I think I'd take teleportation, because I don't want to show off. I think flying, there's no way to do that discreetly. Philosophy. Power ethics. How about you all? Flight versus teleportation. Maybe if I could know like exactly what's teleporting. The issue always is the Earth moves. And if you're not careful, you'll end up throwing yourself into empty space. I think it's actually an interesting argument against time travel. Like any efficient time travel, 10, 9, 8, 7, is going to need some guarantee that you can follow the Earth wherever it goes, because it's rotating about the sun and so on. Teleportation has some serious monkey paw traps. What kind of issues are there? Other than ending up out in the middle of space. Because that's definitely a bit of an issue. Philosophy of Science. This is a new book. New series, sorry. Self and Other. We're getting so close. 2. Wrong side. The front? 2. I'm always amused to read Reddit's threads in which people say, you can choose any superpower you want to, but the person who responds below you get to say, like, what's the catch? And so you can fly, but only 5 inches above the ground. You can be invisible, but I don't know, only when you're 800 miles away from people, etc. 876. Good. This is very, very, very comforting. I don't know. It's very similar to my Organize My Magic cards. I just like it when things that I own are out of order, and then I make them go into order. Great Philosophers of Magic is new. So I wonder if we've collected every series? Are there 2 series out there still? Is teleportation better or worse for the environment than flying? Right, what if you say my superpower is flying, and someone responds to you with, okay, you can take airplanes like the rest of us. If you get superpower, you just take omniscience. So I think the problem with taking omniscience is not only do you know all the cool stuff, like i.e. scientific discoveries, but you also know the suffering of the world. I think I'd get absolutely overwhelmed with, with the feeling of just how terrible things are for some people. And so if I were to get omniscience, I would need to also be able to deal with the omniscience consequences. I don't know. Maybe you all are less attuned to, empathy. Hey, very good seeing you. You'd choose never sleeping again. So Noms and I have talked about this before. She thinks sleep is such a waste of time, and she's interested in just how much more she'd get done if she didn't have to sleep. For me, though, I love sleep. Spoiler prevention magic is very, very funny. Put up a little shield where no one can spoil things for you. But yeah, I think I like sleep. I like the experience of falling asleep and waking up. And so maybe, I don't know, I could sleep for fun still, but never have to sleep every night. Do it as a bit of leisure instead of as a necessity, perhaps I could accept. But I don't know. Healer's ethics. Ethics of magic. Ethics sounds like philosophy. Okay. So volume 3, 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Holy Magic volume 10 was on the shelf. I missed that. Thank you. Thank you. Only issues which shelf? Oh boy. I'm sure oh, we found that red key also. I wonder if that red key, if we can find a red box to open. Unfortunately, I dropped the red key into the pile of books. I'll have to find it again. I know I threw a bunch of philosophy books on the floor downstairs. I should go find those as well. We've not been on the other side of the upstairs yet also. I still have the key. Okay, so the key was not dropped. I was just holding it instead. The one I miss is next to the shelf, next here, on a left shelf. Thank you, friend. Thank you for having eyes. So that's Holy Magic. By the chest. Alright, so chest. This would be an esport. Sign me up, absolutely. Oh, okay. It's a left shelf next to the chest. I'm sorry, I put the mouse on the book. This is a Holy Magic book. Chosen Listener. Fire King. This one. Okay. So it's on here somewhere. This one. The gray one on the left. Voices of the Oracle. the gray one on oh boy, friends. I'm sorry, this is gonna be one of those, I need to find a way to give you all mouse control. Because I myself am not clever enough for this one. I'm gonna have to abandon it. I'll find it eventually, but thank you for your excellent help. I appreciate it. Thank you for trying to help me there. No one's memeing me, certainly. Magical determinism. Was that on the far side, possibly? We've done 21 books so far, team. 21 books. Is this a book I don't have any of yet? Hey! Alright, Great Philosophers of Magic. Great Philosophers of Magic. This game feels very cozy. Yeah, so apparently, apparently what? Apparently day and night cycles are going by, and I get in trouble in some way if things don't get done fast enough. I don't quite know what's going to happen, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Responsibility, ethics, and so on. Ethics and so on. Aha! Aha! 6. Yes! Mana and willpower. Oh, we're so close. This game's only $5 on Steam. Yeah, I ended up buying it on Steam. I don't think I was sent a copy of this game. I may have been. 1 second. If I was sent a copy of this game, I will most certainly do a giveaway right now. I doubt I was, though. I probably think I would have noticed it. Librarian. I was invited to apply for a copy of this one. These days we don't do that kind of thing anymore, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I move the mouse wheel, the books in my hand will change and that tip will go away. I'm changing them, team. Alright. By pressing R, you can open a list of books in your possession. Cool. Do the tutorial, team. Maybe I should win this thing without ever doing a tutorial. Place books in hand of the bookshelf according to categories. Oh, I'm gonna look at the bookshelves again. Or the maps again, rather. I'm so proud of myself for playing the game without any, Where's that book? Without any tutorial. I've finally done a game with no tutorial. It's great. Okay. So... Oh, what are these? Oh, places to go? Oh, places to go? Okay, they got to place one in a category now. So, philosophy books I threw down here before. There are quite a few of them. I wonder if I can run around effectively and find just one kind of philosophy book to finish out, but I don't know. That's not what I want, actually. Sacred barriers, causality. Alright, team, what do you want to talk about? This is definitely a game where I can talk about the book titles you want. I can offer my random comment on determinism, possibly. The ontological problem of the world. That's another series I've not seen before. Oh my goodness. Ontology. Ontology. The origin of all things. I know nothing about that. Nothing about that at all. We could screenshot these. I mean, I thought of that previously, but I think it's better for me to be focused in on just one topic. Instead of just grabbing everything randomly and chase from place to place. I think having a limited amount to work with is more better and more good. So, soul, mind, and body. How do we explain the relationship between those things? Oh. Well, one thing is, this book does not belong here. That's no good. Oh boy. Any of you know how, Descartes explained the relationship between the mind and the body? Or the mind and extended things? He needed there to be both a... 1 second. Find any remaining volumes of the same title and organize them on the same tier. Working on it. So he needed there to be an extended thing namely our way of having bodily experiences and explaining how the candle changes formation when one melts it and so on. We need a mind thing also, because the mind thing is when you cannot doubt effectively, etc. And so we need a relationship between the two. And like one way of doing it, of course, say like God does it, no problem. Instead he says there's this pine cone shaped element inside of our heads called the pineal gland. And the pineal gland somehow connects material and the spiritual. Now, I don't know what the pineal gland is actually for. However, I'm pretty sure it's not that. I think this is the case where Descartes just grabbed that idea because he didn't know what the pineal gland was for. It had to be for something. But it's also associated with the third eye chakra. See, reflex, I love learning things like that because it's a real possibility that while Descartes was not influenced by Eastern thought at all, to my knowledge, I think it is the case that he, the overlap of different traditions having similar beliefs is super interesting to me. Okay, I think, unfortunately, I have one set on multiple shelves right now. It produces melatonin, helping us to sleep. Well, that's good. I mean, sleeping is definitely the relationship between the mind and the body. You turn off the body and on goes the mind. Something like that. Oh, here we go. I was looking for a shelf I'm actually looking right at. Okay, mana and willpower 6. It's up here. This one does not belong here. Power and ethics, I think, is on the far side. Oh, we're getting so close. Getting so close, team. I must have this somewhere. Well, I don't know where. Okay. Philosophy. So a bunch of fantasy and ontology and so on. My mouse keeps getting cat hair inside of it, though I've done a good job of keeping my desk clean from coffee stains and so on. It is unfortunately not well clean from cat hair, and how could it ever be? Okay, so yeah, I think this thing, the self-causality one, is somewhere else. Oh, here's the distinction ones. I keep missing the distinct book. But self-causality is over here. Okay. 7 and 8, both here. Bring 2 of them along. Well, 2 along, please. Okay. Okay. So number 7 goes over here now. Why is my mouse being so terrible? Huh, no good. Okay. 7 goes there. 8 goes here. Aha! Okay, the open shelf now. And that open shelf is going to be for the ontology books. Haha! Okay, fantasy reality, power ethics. Okay, the soul one is here. 7. Nice. Okay. Fantasy reality, new shelf. 1, 2, 3, boom. Happy yellow, good. Alright. I think we're in better shape now. Better shape than before. Philosophical studies over here, I believe. Ha 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 ha! I see how this game is very successful already, and there's thousands of people watching it in other streams. It's probably sold a bundle. Someone mentioned earlier it does have a very power wash simulator feeling. We're just fun to play for a little bit and then move on for a while. Where's the power and ethics pile? I thought I had one. Huh. What are you? Philosophy of science. P is for power. P is for power. Ethics of magic. Huh. I think I might missing something. I'm one of those awful people who does not use a mouse pad. Are any of you like that, where you refuse to use a mouse pad because, I don't know, you couldn't buy one when you were younger, so you're just used to using the table? That's certainly where I am in life right now. Just a lovely table and my mouse. And every time I think, man, maybe I should go ahead and get a mouse pad. And then you know what I do? I don't get a mouse pad. It's something. There've been 100,000 copies of this game sold already. Man, assuming this is an indie developer, that's real impressive and real exciting and all very good. Use a trackpad, use a trackball. I buy magic cards instead. No. When I was a kid, I used my, I actually didn't have much money at all. When I was a kid, there was nothing I was spending on instead. I was just somewhat lacking in the business of having money. And so I just didn't have a mouse pad. And I guess this was back in the days when there was like the ball thing inside the mouse. And I sort of just continued along, never having one. In these days, year of our Lord 2026, year of our Emperor 8, I believe, do we actually need mouse pads? Or are they a scam by Big Logicool? Friends, Logicool is a brand that's Logitech here, because Logitech existed before, there was a Logitech in Japan before Logitech from the US came here, and so they're called Logicool here. Get a glass mouse pad. Is that actually a thing? Like, I don't mind buying a very inexpensive mouse pad. I have no problem with that. It's just the question of, are they actually necessary? Or is it a bit of a scam? I don't know. If the wrist is hitting the edge of the desk, a pad with a wrist cushion feels great. Yeah, so it is the case that I've just used my wrist on the desk forever. And so though it's occasionally a little bit sore after streaming, I don't think anything of it. I'm used to suffering, I suppose, is the punchline there. How many? Okay, I'm carrying 10 books. That's all I can carry. Okay. Tell me the mouse you use if you like the glide feeling. I use a Razer Taipan. Taipan. I think that's how the word is said, but I'm not sure on that one. Philosophical Studies 1. Awesome. The Foundations of Metaphysics. There it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good. Mana and Willpower. Is that over here? Or is this the one I've had trouble finding previously? Mana and Willpower. 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Metaphysics. So, I wish I had a slightly better memory for what's on the shelves. And I've kind of wondered if I weren't talking if I'd do better. But the fact of it is, no. I would be this bad at this game even if we're not talking. When we finish, can we read these books? That'd be very cool. There is a game we played some years back called... I don't know. It was some little, like, tiny library game. And you could stock books to sell to people. And it was really quite adorable as a game. And I enjoyed it so very much. And in that one, you could read a portion of many books. And they had fun little explanations of what the books were. And it just felt like a very welcoming, bookie kind of game. That's right, a bookie kind of game. Not the people who will take gambling. Power and ethics. Power and ethics. Useless. Determinism again. I just want to fill one shelf. Is that a reasonable desire, team? Oh, there's metaphysics. Okay. Metaphysics is there. Self-causality. 9. Yes. Philosophical Studies is here. 3. 1, 2, 3. Man, I can't wait for the party we're gonna have. We managed to finish any of these. Power and ethics. Power. Power. Okay, useless. Okay. Pain in my wrist is a sign of carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh, is it really? I know people have gotten carpal tunnel syndrome. What does it do exactly? Does it make the wrist difficult to move? Is it a case where eventually, like you just feel pain all the time? Because pain in the wrist is not like when it moves. It's instead just the feeling of something cutting into the skin. Like if I were to take my fingernail and push it into my palm, you feel a little pain there. Ow, that doesn't feel good. It's that kind of pain as opposed to anything deeper than that. That's right, I'm currently justifying my, I guess, self-harm, simply because I'm used to it. That's no good. That's the cause of it? Okay. Maybe when I'm done fundraising for, this bookstore I'm fundraising for, maybe instead I'll start fundraising to buy Resorti a mouse pad. Because, clearly, I don't have the money for that. Because all of my money has gotta go to Magic Cards! Was the game we played called Tiny Bookshop? It might be. That sounds very plausible. Yeah, any game that includes books, libraries, etc., probably sign me up. Probably. Keep the keyboard level with the elbow. It's actually pretty close to that. It's pretty close to that indeed. I have a standing desk, and so I was able to put it at a level where it feels most comfortable. But how about this? Next time I order something from Amazon, I will throw in a mouse pad, and we'll all rejoice together. Though I've been streaming with no mouse pad for, I don't know, genuinely the entire time. We love it. Nice-oo indeed. Oh, the chest. Good call. There was a chest behind us, as you'll look at. Consider ye the red chest. Okay, I'm gonna drop these off first, and then I will consider ye the red chest. Do any of you not use mouse pads? Like, usually I get a little bit of, yeah, Resorti, I'm right there with you. Mouse pads are the devil. You're right again, Resorti. This time, though, there's been no one agreeing. Make sure the wrist pad at the end. It's like the little, like bubble thing. See, unfortunately, some years back, I saw an anime nonsense mouse pad in which the wrist rest globular thing was a woman's breasts. And ever since then, I've not been able to take the little pad thing seriously. And I realize that's my problem, not your problem. However, these ideas get in deep sometimes. That's the fact of the matter, friends. Fact of the matter right there. Oh, wait, responsibility and restraint. Are you somewhere else, responsibility? It's here! I have one volume, or one set across 2 shelves. This helps so much. Same, exactly, Silent. I think anime nonsense has ruined all of us. I was wondering honest about that. I don't think we should shame each other over our desire to have carpal tunnel. If I want that, who are you to stop me? 987. Very good. Okay. Great Flashes of Magic are over here, I believe. I believe incorrectly. Oh, let's grab this one while I'm thinking of it. So volume 3 goes here. 1, 2, 3. Yas! Great Philosophers. Here we are. 2. Philosophical Studies. 9. Yes. I think that's where I am. Self and Other. We're so close on Self and Other being done, I believe. There it is. 9. Okay. So now with the open shelf, we can throw all of our power and ethics books there. After I grab these and put them on the shelf, I'm gonna go open the red chest. And if it's like some book you might be missing, I'll be a little annoyed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 1, 2. Hey! One of my favorite books of philosophy You're gonna guess William James? I mean, the problem is, I've read so many philosophy books that it's hard for me to pick a favorite because so many of them mattered so very much. So my favorite book to teach when it comes to older books is just The Republic, because it introduces a way of thinking and questioning that's very helpful for my students. Beyond that, I don't know. Like, Singer's Everyday Ethics is really useful for new readers also. But sure, like Dewey's Democracy in Education really got me going. Wittgenstein's Investigations, etc., 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 etc. The Magic of the Gathering section, I do like those. The chest, sorry. Opening the chest, we find a note. To Librarian, listen to me. We have a situation, a very unexpected, very messy situation in the Grand Library. It's total chaos. And you know who's behind it? A fairy. That nasty, mischievous fairy has turned our magnificent library into a disaster zone. It's a disgrace, frankly. But I'm a man of solutions. I see a problem, and I solve like nobody else can. So for emergency only, I'm giving immediate and unconditional permission to jump in the library. Why is that useful? Normally, jumping is forbidden in the library. We have rules, we have tastes. The rules are changing because I say so. As executive orders for the librarian, you need to jump high, you need to move big, you need to fix the chaos immediately. So get jumping. Jump like a winner. We're gonna save the library and do it now. Spacebar? Hey, oh wow. Those are big hops. Are there books on top of things? Huh. Not immediately. So I guess I can jump downstairs. And maybe upstairs also. I don't know. Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna dig down into the piles, looking for white books. And I should probably organize by color, maybe. Everyone's fairy tongue, tiny and lovely words. That's adorable. We're gonna go walk on some books, I believe. I can skip the stairs. Oh, that's cool. So get around a little bit more easily then. What are you? No. Book of Spells the Light. I think that's downstairs maybe. Will I eventually be able to build my own factory in here? Like conveyor belts? Self-organizing machines? What are you? Holy Light. Downstairs, I think. Ha. You get the books on a shelf. You mean like any shelf at all? Wait, Farrell, your view is I should like misorganize things? Just to get them out of the way? Wait, why do you think that? This doesn't immediately make sense to me. Not that it's a bad way of going. But I think for me, finding colors makes the most sense. Get them in the right area. Yeah, that's not for me. That's not for me right now. I'm focused on finishing the 2 rows. If I can finish the 2 rows, I get a level up of some sort, and I really want that to happen and see what happens past that. So maybe in the future we'll organize by areas, but for right now, I'm just looking for philosophy books. I briefly forgot the name of my field team. That's no good. That's so good. Is this game multiplayer? Like, is it possible I have another friend in here to organize together? I can imagine it being really quite a fun way of going, but it also changed the game kind of fundamentally. And I'm not normally someone who says, you know, games are better if they're multiplayer. I think in this case, I can see why multiplayer would be a really good time. Especially if someone is not exactly playing along. If someone's causing some problems to their person, it could be adorable. Absolutely adorable. Every time I pick up a book and pick up again later is wasted time. Have I ever been an efficient player of any game? Like, I'm not meaning to be memey here. I believe I've never attempted to play a game in the most efficient way possible. I play the game in the way that makes sense to me, which is often the worst possible way to play it, unfortunately. But, you know, part of becoming an older person is coming to know yourself, come to understand what kind of things matter to you, what kind of person you really are deep down inside. And, we try hard to just be ourselves on stream. What else can you be? What else can you be, right? Okay, so I think it's the case that I've found all the philosophy books on the staircases. And so next up is to turn around Bright Eyes and begin digging through the giant heap behind. Well, oh, you know what? Are you supposed to start with the cat books? I remember starting and saying, oh, that's adorable, and then ignoring them entirely. Huh. Was there a book on ethics on top of the stairs? Maybe. Thank you. That's Healer's Ethics. So I believe that Healer's Ethics go in the healing section, not in the ethics section. I think I might be wrong, but we'll see if that's true. Cat. So at this point, I'm continuing to ignore the cat books. Speaking of cats, I have another mouse that's totally clean, pristine, etc. It's sitting in the closet. Might be good to get that one out if this one's going to keep messing up a little bit. That said, if I start using that one, I will not have a spare mouse for my wife. She doesn't like using the mice that I've been using. That's certainly not because of anything wrong with me. That's definitely a her problem. It's not that I apparently make mice not look good and feel weird. I don't know. Let's not talk about that topic. That's a body-related topic, not worth discussing. Surely. Alright, 10 more books. No doubt at least one of these will finish a row. There are 400 rows in here. Self and Other, I believe, is on the far side. Huh. It's really messing up now. What is any different today about the mouse than previously? Yeah, it feels like it's a little bit, gravelly? Is that a word? Maybe. Maybe. I think I picked the wrong side. The word, there we go. Volume 4. Boom. Oh, you know what? I can scroll through and see if I have other books of the same kind, as opposed to running from place to place. Why did I not think of that previously, friends? Insert your own answer to that question. Why did I not think of that previously? At the Ontology book... Wait, well, let's just look what we have here. Are there any philosophical studies? Wait, I wish the Arcane. I realize this is blocked for you all by the fundraiser thing. But this is amazing. Cat. I do not have any philosophical studies. I have no I think, therefore I am. Power and ethics. I have those. One of them. I'm currently holding that, I believe. Volume 9 of this. 7, 8, 9. Good. Mana and Willpower is the far side on top. Volume 8. Yes. Volume 10. Yes. Okay, what else do I have here? I have 2 Fantasy Realities, which are these ones right here. Volume 6 first. That's 5, sorry. Volume 6 first. Volume 2. Oh, I am learning how to play the video game. This is great. I may have to get some canned air and blow into my mouse hole here. That's right, good old mouse hole. Metaphysics, Volume 1. Mana and Willpower. Mana and Willpower, Volume 1. Oh, Volume 4 is the wrong spot. How'd that happen? Okay, that went great. That went great. So, I'm gonna jump now. Holy cow, the jumps! I wonder if there's a place I can find something interesting by doing the big hops up there. Okay. Operation Find White Books. We're gonna start at the back side of downstairs and gradually work our way upstairs. Also, how many times now have I changed my strategy? What we're gonna do is always different. I'm gonna go ahead and get my canned air 1 second here. Canned air fixed as always. No worries. Alright, we look at this shelf here, all good. Easy home spells. Those of you who have played this or seen it played, have you used/seen used screenshots of the maps? In the good old days, we would have gotten like printout maps that came with the game in the game box. Yeah? Remember that time? And you have to like use some portion of the map to prove you actually bought it, as a way of guaranteeing they weren't being pirated. Hey, Double Tosh, we are playing this game here. I found this game very relaxing and enjoyable and all the rest. Except for the piles. And walking on the piles feels a little bad to me. But we just forget that they're books. Not books. Causality. I do wonder at what point I'm not able to find some one book. I have to give up on my enterprise. Oh, I should be throwing backwards into areas we already explored. Where the game's ultimately headed, you won't need to remember the map. Okay, cool. You play the notebook, you can draw it yourself. I remember playing Zork and having a graph paper and using graph paper to draw out my own map of the Zorkian world. This way to hell. I remember it pretty distinctly, to be honest with you. I don't think I've looked here yet. I need to be looking on the shelves also. I hope eventually we can meet the accursed fairy who did this. But maybe it's better if we don't let her into the library again. Perhaps that would be good. There we go. Have the devs of this game said anything about their plans for the game? Are they considering it to be good and full and done? Or are they interested in responding to the demand for more? And what an affirming feeling that must be. Like the affirming feeling of people like our game, but they like it so much they want us to do more of it. I guess that's better than the opposite. It's better to have people who are into your game instead of saying, no, please don't ever release this again, give me my money back. But Dewey Decimal DLC. So actually I'm really surprised that each shelf is not coded, as you have to have X in it and Y in it and all the rest. We don't have any other power and ethics. Do we have books on causality? We have one of them. Book 5. Awesome. Okay. We have volume 10 of the Cartesian book. Philosophical Studies, we have volume 10. Okay. I know we have a Philosophy of Science book. Volume 2. Alright, Soul, Mind, and Body. Soul, Mind, and Body. Here we go. Volume 8 and 5. Okay, grateful. There's Soul, Mind, and Body. Volume 6. Oh, we're getting so close on these! So close! Alright, Determinism and Great Philosophers. Great Philosophers, Volume 6. 4, 5, 6, yes. Determinism. 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 Where is it? I shouldn't be looking for the word determinism, probably. Like, whatever the big words are, what's important here. Wait, it's still causality. That's the important part. Oh, the wrong book there also. Whoops. I occasionally wonder how the wrong books get placed up there. This is Great Philosophers, though. This is right here. Okay. So we need 3 more books there. Any closer than 3 books. 2 on Self and Other. Yeah, so Self and Other, 2 books to go. Can we do it? Of course we can. Okay, this is just a dig through and find what we can find. Home spells. I'm throwing the wrong direction. Is there a shovel DLC? Because we learned how to jump. I expect at some point we're going to learn how to move in other ways. Or pick up items like a vacuum, possibly. Have to be a pretty strong vacuum. We'll see. Maybe I should do the cat books next. So once I finish any of the philosophy shelves, I'll do the cat book next. I promise. I started with these, though, and so I'd like to finish my initial effort there. If possible. Okay, throw you. What's this one? Wanted! Dead or alive! Stupid Fury! Reward Employee of the Year. I wonder if she's buried underneath something here. Let's limit our fling. Yeah, not especially good right now. Is sunken cost fallacy? I mean, on the one hand, yes. On the other hand, I'm not making an argument. I'm just having fun. Don't you use your logic with me out here in the world. I'm a 9-to-5 philosopher. This is actually an insult that's bandied about sometimes, that you don't actually believe in the things you claim to believe in. You only write about them for your 9-to-5 philosopher job. I try very hard to only write things I believe in. I don't know. Why else would you use your life in that way? I do wonder if at this moment I'm carrying a book I need, like the final book in a series. We're getting close at least. Cat's 10 again. With Purple Ball, it looks like a crystal ball, but I can't interact with it. Yeah, I moused over it and it did nothing at this point, I think. I wonder if I could break it by bouncing something off of it, but no. So I wonder if the jump here is a spell, or instead, so our character's legs are very, very strong. Okay, I think therefore I have 2 of these. Volume 8 also good. Philosophical Studies? Now, of course it is the case, and may already mention this, I'm not sure, but Philosophical Studies is a major long-term journal, but I think is delightful. They would include that. Okay, so nothing else on this part. Responsibility Restraint, we have Volume 1. Good. Okay, nothing there. Metaphysics, we have Volume 10. Self and Other, Volume 10. So we're to the point of only needing 1 of 2 sets now. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Ontology in the World goes there. Mana and Willpower goes there. Oh, we're so close. Okay, Responsibility and Restraint is here. Yes. Okay. You're amazed I can find all these in the haystack hellhole? Wait, am I playing the game in a way that other people are not? Like, this just seems obvious to me as the way to do things. When bends over and gets digging like a mole, like, what else would you do? Or there's like, grab things, throw things, grab things, throw things. It's just the way that speaks to my soul. As many of you know, if I had to pick an animal that best represents me, it would be the mole. I want to be underground in the dark. I want very much to You know, dig and have a duty, like have a job in the world. My job is to dig. Sounds amazing. We'll have processes. Yeah, I want to articulate that I do have a process here. I'm not just grabbing random books and throwing them. I'm looking for a one color. Maybe after all, I am a visual learner. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this is a gigantic pile of filth. Also, if the books are placed in the same place every time, I bet someone's already trying to speedrun this game. Which, of course, is absolutely ridiculous. But I think any game that is put out with a somewhat predictable playstyle, you gotta know someone's gonna try to speedrun the thing. Or, should I be the person who learns how to speedrun this thing? Should I be the guy who's the fastest player in the world? If so, we're never playing another game. Thrumbo, the shelves are definitely restricted. Thus far, they don't seem to be color-coded. I mean, they're color-coded insofar as the books that go onto X shelves are white, for example, but the shelf itself is not white. Yeah. We'll see. There's an achievement for finishing the game under 3 hours. I'm surely well on my way to not getting that one. No doubt about that. Okay. We can carry 3 more. Oh, we're so close. It is possible I have the final book for one of the series. Possible. Okay, totally full again. So, with that fine question about what on earth are we doing here, up here is the philosophy section. This right here. And so, you have to put the books on a shelf of your choosing in the correct numerical order. That's what we're going for here. Okay, volume 6 of Think Before I Am. Power and Ethics. I have at least one of those. Volume 8 here. Good. Yeah, I don't know how our first shelf ended up being philosophy. I think it was because there was other white books. I was working initially on, like, anti-undead magic. And then I was so delighted. I was so delighted to change it over to philosophy books instead. I have 55 minutes to go. I had the game open in the background before stream started, so I wouldn't be surprised we already have, roundabout 4 hours in the game. I loaded it up early to make sure it worked on stream, so... fantasy or reality? None of those. Great philosophers. None of those. Science, yes. Philosophy Science book, volume 6. Volume 4 also. Okay. Spell causality. We're so close. We're so close. Responsibility and restraint, I have 2 of these. 1, 2. Okay. Metaphysics is right here. 7. And then the determinism book. Here. Okay. We didn't finish anything. But we got closer. Back to the pile! Hello, pile. How's it going? So at the point now where I'm not exactly sure what I've dug through and what I haven't dug through. That said, this looks good. Is the book out of order? Oh, is it really not possible? Thank you. I'll check it out when I'm back up there. Like, do any of you enjoy rummage sales? Not garage sales, where everything is laid out nicely. But things where, like, you dig through large... I think it's like a Goodwill, right? There's a Goodwill store now in the US where things aren't organized on shelves. They're put inside of, like, giant wheelbarrows. As if you are a pig eating from a sty, trying to find the bargains. I myself am not into this because you have to be close to people to dig through. But I understand the idea of wanting to find a treasure. But that many people together, not a fan. Especially if, while I'm looking through a pile of things, someone else might want something I'm looking through and grab it away from me. I would constantly worry about that. But I mean, I like to do. I mean, it seems like I like going through, collections of Magic cards, even if they're all end up being bulk, cards of very little value. It's still nice to go through and say, oh, what's this thing? What's that thing? Oh, I like this thing. I guess that's my equivalent of digging through books like this, but not sure. Determinism. Haven't checked the shelf recently. Holy Magic. Okay. Just gotta do one. And then we can do the cats. So close to cats. How many of you were pointing at the stream a moment ago? Oh no, did I miss one? I mean, I'm sure I missed one. It's how it goes. How it goes. We'll find them all eventually in the fullness of time. Everything will be in its correct place. When that will be, I don't know. Probably not anytime soon. I do like this game, though, the chit chat game. Many games I've played recently don't have enough downtime to talk about whatever comes up. And it's really delightful when I get to play a game like this, and really anything that comes up, we can vibe on for a while. You got 2 uranium glasses that charged up the other day. Until you know, those are the glasses that glow somewhat green. I know uranium glass was quite popular for a little while there, until people realized it might have some issues. I think they become more popular again today as display pieces, as opposed to ones that are used for consuming. Also, wasn't there a really sad book, maybe movie, I think book, called like, what, Uranium Girls or something? About the women who did the painting? Maybe that wasn't on these glasses. I don't know. I know at various points people thought that various radioactive materials like looked cool to have in the home. It ended up making young women, especially who worked in these factories, incredibly, incredibly ill. Hey, Captain Stinger! Captain Stinger, my friend. Thank you much for your generosity. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed hanging out with us. Thanks for that Prime sub. Any money that comes in the stream this month is being donated to a bookstore that I'm trying to support here in Tokyo, trying to help it get open. So thank you for your $2.50 going straight to the bookstore. Those Radium Girls dealt with glow-in-the-dark watches. That's what it was. Yeah, not uranium drinking goblets, but instead some fine radium watches. And the worst thing about these Radium Girls is they were told that when they were done painting, they should lick the radium paint off of their brushes. Please ingest some radium. It'll help us sell much, much nicer watches. I shouldn't laugh at this. This is not funny. It's one of the horror kind of moments, obviously. Okay. Philosophical studies. I do not have. I think that where I am, I do have. Not both of them, but one. Okay, I also told there's a book out of place here. And so I'll look for that while I'm going through. Power and Ethics. I have volume 6 here. And that's all for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Self-causality. Or sorry, spell causality. I keep reading self-causality. I'm sorry. Spell causality. Friends. Here we go. Here we go. The first step of organizing. Complete the first row. Friends, we completed 1 row. Hey. Hey. All right, we got to do 1 more row. I'm going to dump out what's in my hands right now, and then I will go check out the kitty cat book that I should have gotten early. That's great. I also need to find the error that Dr. Possible mentioned. Okay. Soul, Mind, Body is right here. Volume 2. Metaphysics 4 and 8. Good. What is missing? 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7. Good. 10, 9, 6, 5. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Found it. Found it. Found it. Thanks for the suggestion. I missed something there. Okay. So, I've been told there's some very, very easy kitty cat books to do that are meant to be a way of teaching you the game instead of forcing yourself to dig through and find all the philosophy books. So I will go engage with those now. Hello, kitty cat books. Monsterology, an introduction to a forbidden beast. Go look on the floor by the shelves, wait. Go look on the floor. Did I throw one here before that was related? Responsibly restrained I couldn't find earlier. Thank you very much for remembering that was there, my friend. You used to shelve books at a library's most enjoyable laid-back job. That sounds amazing, my friend. Is it the case that this was a job where you had to get through a certain number a day? Like, did you have to have the cart clean by the end of your day, or was it more laid back than that? Okay. We must go find Monsterology. We'll see. Hey, Hit People Guy. The fundraiser thing is blocking the pop-up, I'm sorry. Hit People Guy, thank you so much for the resubscription. 39 months. Friends, I need you to congratulate Hit People Guy, because HPG has gotten a new job. After a brief period of worry about employment, HPG is employed now. Congratulations, my friend. And that is very, very, very cool of you. And happy for you, and seriously congrats. I know the unemployment period is very, very, very stressful. It's one of the more stressful things that humans can go through, as many of you know. So, congrats indeed, my friend. Congrats indeed. Alright, where is Monsterology? 1A is Monsterology. 1A. Alright, this is just, can you put kitty cat books in order? Are they all right here? There are 10 of them. Amazing. So, Volume 2. Volume 1. Looking forward to starting a job? Absolutely, my friend. Let us know how it goes. I mean, I know adapting to a new job can be difficult, but better adapting to a new job than no job. Am I right? Am I right? There you go, team. There you go. The kitty cat pile is done. You have leveled up. Press tab to open the ability list and unlock new abilities. You can earn points to level up your major abilities based on the total number of bookshelf rows you've completed. The page on the right displays detailed description of each ability. Press a major ability icon to spend points to level up, improving your work efficiency. Oh no, oh no. Alright. The major magic and the minor magic. Only the one page for now. So, automatically arrange the books in your possession in numerical order. You have to activate it. It's 30-second cooldown. Shelf Guide highlights the correct bookshelf for the topmost book you're holding, guiding you to its proper location. It's on for 15 seconds, off for 60. Insight. A magical spell using the topmost book as base to cause all books with the same series to glow. The glowing books will be easier to locate among piles of books. While it's active, it can be used repeatedly for 7 seconds. Auto shelving. A magic spell that instantly shelves the books in your hand, effective only on the bookshelf targeted by the crosshair time activation. If there are no matching books in hand, the spell will not activate. You can jump to the second level and send the book. That's crazily cool. Or lastly, assemble. Based on the topmost book you're currently holding, books in the same series will gather into your hands. Okay, at level 1, you only get one of these. So every 2 minutes, you can bring another book of that series over to you. I think I like the idea of picking up one book and seeing all the other ones in that series. So we're gonna do that for now. It's button 3 to do it. Yeah, I think this is the way to go for sure. I don't have any feet. Okay. I can take a book off the bookshelf. Hello. And push 3. So I can do this multiple times throughout the special time. That's right, the special time. Okay. I am holding one of each book in which I am missing one. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm holding 5 now, so I can potentially get all 5 of the books I'm missing very, very quickly. So use the 5, pick up 5, etc. All right, number 1, Philosophy of Science. Okay. Right there, boom. Self another. Hello? 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 Self another? Or did that take me too many seconds, friends? Oh. I thought I could use it repeatedly. Huh. Well, see you again in 2 minutes. Yeah, it was 7 seconds. I really thought, though, I had, I got down there faster than that, but maybe not. Level up again! Okay. 10 seconds instead of only 7 seconds. Cool. So, what am I gonna do until that's up again? It's actually almost up. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for another one. Stand right here so we can see everything. Self another. They're all in the pile, aren't they? So I could do it again. Right there, okay. So one was over here. Oh no. In my desire to use multiple times, it's possible I'm not gonna get it either time now. We'll get this. Okay, good. Ontology. That's what I needed. We got this team. We got this team. I did get greedy, it's true. Alright, there's ethics magic. And the other one I needed was over here, possibly the giant pile. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're able to finish a couple more now. I wonder what one gets. Does it say what I get if you finish an entire section? Also, I do kind of wonder, is that a portal or a magic seal that's going to open even more? Are there even more shelves to shelve? Maybe. So I have 2 of the... None of them? I have 2 of the none of them. Good. So let me go and put away what I have, and I'll be less greedy this next time. Do I actually want to know? Nah. I guess I'm not really asking for backseating right now. I guess not. I don't know what I'm asking for. Responsibility and restraint is here. Yeah, we're only going to take 2 out next time, so I'm less greedy and get a little bit better focused on what we're trying to do. Okay, self and other is here. No, it's not. Are you ontology? You're ontology, okay. So book 5 in ontology. Okay, let's work with these 2. So number 1, where is philosophy of self and other? There it is. Just get it? Okay, cool. Where's the other one? No. Huh. Okay, I didn't see the other one. Do I want to play Subnautica 2? I mean, I really enjoyed the first Subnautica. A whole bundle. I didn't like the quote-unquote scary parts quite as much. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, on the one hand, yes. On the other hand, it would take a long time to play through on stream. I don't know. Would you all want to see a playthrough of that game? Or is it less interesting to some of you? I don't want to ask, what is the game that you all most want to see? Because there will absolutely certainly be more than a few people saying, CK3. I can't tolerate that, of course. Okay, we're up again. Let's do these two. Metaphysics. There it is. Okay, let's get this one. Okay. Soul, mind, body. Do I push the button again? Something I'm confused by is, do I have to push the button a second time? It seems like I pushed it a second time, it goes off though. So maybe I don't cast it repeatedly? I'm not sure. I'm doing something wrong though. Subnautica 2 was a bit meh. Okay. I mean, it's hard to match the enjoyment and intensity of a game that strikes one as entirely new. Like, certainly when one is... There we go. When one is playing a game for the very first time, man, it feels like it's a kind of game that has never been before. So totally original in every meaningful way, where a second time out, they can almost never do things as well as the first time out. And so often there are bits of innovations that make it less exciting. Oh, it's not out yet? Okay. The library is where you met your wife. You were coworkers that fell in love. You say that she checked you out. Steve, is this a true story, or do you just want to make a pun? Let me know. Did you make a true story here, or no? That's funny, though. I hope you actually met her at a library. I think library love stories are adorable to me. There it is. It's not that I wanted to fall in love with someone at a library, but I think, people at libraries, the academic type, the ideas type, always made me very, very happy, so. Friends, I think philosophy is done. No, it's not. Is it? Maybe. Hey, Matthew, you really like the pack openings on TikTok. Thank you. Don't talk about it too much here. It makes some viewers very, very angry that I spend my time doing that instead of playing other games. Nonetheless, I thank you for enjoying that. I like making my TikTok videos and YouTube videos and Instagram videos very, very much. And so thank you for your kindness. And a new one will be up later today. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 of these again. Waiting for the cooldown. You actually met your wife at the library. Did you have a book-themed wedding? Not tell you how you should live your life and express your love to other people. I think more book-themed weddings, more good, clearly. Oh, here we go. Oh, right here. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Where is it? There it is. Okay, other one. Is anything glowing? No, maybe, no. I cast it again. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you have to cast it a second time for it to work correctly. Maybe we should try another ability. Do you not like my OP ability? The greatest of all possible abilities? Oh no. It was over here. No, I can't find it. Oh no. I think the cooldown is faster each time I put more points into it. Yeah, if you find the perfect ability, I mean, come now. It's only adding a little active time. I mean, that's what I need, though. There it is. There it is. Oh, it's hiding from me. Shame on you. Okay. 2 more shelves done. 2 more shelves done. It's okay, Pharaoh. If you want to get yourself a copy of the game and play it, you're welcome to. I like how I'm playing. I'm having fun. If I start min-maxing, I bet I will not have fun. That's no good. Another one done! Cooldown's still 40 seconds. That's fast, though. Cap. Think of where I am. Boom, boom. See, at some point I would have started looking at other ones. Now, unfortunately, I want to max out the level of this one just to spite Fernandez. That's so bad. That's a horrible, horrible way to be in the world, yet here I am. Oh, there's actually still quite a bit missing. Okay. Can I get 3 in one go? Also, I do wonder in what piles I've missed. Here we go, though. Man and willpower. Hello? Hello? Oh, there it is. Okay. Zoomp. Good. Oh, right here. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I picked up too many other ones. Oh, there's another one with the same set. Cool. Okay, we're so close. I really hope there's something we get for finishing all of philosophy. And even if it's just like a gold star, congratulations, the philosophers may study again. I mean, I will, because I'm a millennial, I will always accept the gold star participation trophy as meaning something. No doubt about that. Like mana and willpower. Another one done. Awesome. Now a 30-second cooldown. Nice. Okay. So we're holding one. Oh, it's done then. Nice. 20-second cooldown. Nice. Okay, philosophical studies. We need one of those. We need 2 of each of these. So most importantly, philosophical studies. And just not being greedy. Not being greedy at all. Throw that one. Do a new one. Okay. There's actually 3 of this set missing. There we go. Dig. Okay. And we can actually, we're still on it. So you're the one I need. Okay, 1 right upstairs, 1 right here. Okay. Have we done it? Have we in fact finished philosophy? I bet this is the book that an earlier viewer said I kept missing. I think we have them all, though. Another shelf. So level 10 is max level. 20-second cooldown, 40-second active. That's huge. Great philosophers. 7, 9, 8, 6. Awesome. Ontology book. Okay, I'm missing 1 here. What is the other one? When I'm done with philosophy, is there a reason to continue playing the game? That's a very good point, my friend. Very good point. So this is arrange the books in numerical order. I mean, so easier to put things away. Correct bookshelf. A correct bookshelf could be kind of cool. So I don't get confused about where I'm going. Maybe. Cause all books in the same series to go. I already have that one, of course. Throw books or collect another book of the same series. Let's try to collect books that are around us. Cool. Okay, not yet though. Oh, mid-time. Let's see. So where's the other book I'm missing? It's right here. Now watch this. Ho ho ho! I am truly the world's greatest wizard. Also, did we get nothing for finishing philosophy? Wait, really? Or something misplaced? Oh, that was a bit anticlimactic. Climactic. Oh, speaking of which, Nom's finished the entire Lord of the Rings series over the weekend, and we watched the last movie. And she was a little bit disappointed that the scouring of the Shire was not there. And I get that. I definitely get that. Is there really like a check mark? There's nothing. There's nothing. That's that. 13 shelter done. 13 shelter done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12. Plus the kitty cat. The number plate up here lights up. Hey, it does. Okay, that's worth something. It lit up as done. Awesome. Okay, what do we work on next? What are you supposed to be? To queue or not to queue? Or let's be reasonable. Let's just start at the very beginning. A very fine place to start. So this is Monsterology. There's a book I threw on the ground that is related to monsters. Economics. Where's the trash can? Theology, tarot, mathematics. Okay. So, didn't I set this game where like time passes night and day? Or are we not yet in the night-day cycle? That's a real question. Because I thought something would be happening that's not happening. Okay, magical creatures and their spells. Is that Monsterology? Let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7. It is. Good. Okay. Now, I threw some monster book down. Behavioral patterns of monsters. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. Okay. So, I could pick up the book that I just put on the shelf. Are these the same color? Okay, so a brownish color is for monsters. Also for books of spells, psychokinesis, it seems. Moving step with one's mind. Alright, monsters field notes. What can we get from this? There are some. Pick up one. So one was just picked up is right next to me. I think. I'm guessing eventually I'll be able to carry more than I'm carrying right now. Right there. Man, this does change the game quite a bit, doesn't it? Especially when this thing stays on for long time now. I'm guessing one could possibly complete a shelf in a single go. Yeah. So now is the part where I'd probably like to have the auto-organize function. So I don't have to scroll through, but someone mentioned earlier this game does lead to a kind of snowballing. I think that's suddenly quite true indeed. Especially if I level up after every single pickup, or every single row rather. I mean, come on. Boom, done. I'll continue doing the auto pickup then. Okay, that's crazy. That's really crazy, that's cool. So, looking at another brown book, I guess. The mage who changed jobs to a sweatshop. Not that I should laugh about that, but this game really does have a little bit of everything. So there must have been some serious work coming up with book names. And I wonder if eventually the devs will move to more mundane books, stores and libraries and so on. That sure will be something. Alright, Illustrated Bestiary. I'm gonna wait for my cooldown to finish. And we'll see what we can do. Yeah, I like that after one does the first few. The first one's very easy. The second one takes some time. After you get the first few shelves figured out, it really is a little silly how fast the books come your way. Okay, there are two upstairs. One back towards the entrance also. It's easier for me to remember this kind of information rather than what shelf things go on. Okay, there are 2 on the upper left. I'm now relying on one ability. No, I have 2 abilities. I have the ability of running around and seeing things, and then when I get close to them, I can automatically pick up 2 of them on a very long cooldown. I can continue going to other abilities, but again, when you find the greatest possible ability, it's like when you're playing World of Warcraft, right? And you decide to, I don't know, level a warrior or something. You're trying to do as much damage as possible, and the game says, hey, do you want shield block? And you say, no, give me more levels and bleed. It's that kind of thing. Why would I ever do anything other than level up bleed? Alright. You real quick. I do know how the game will change as we continue along here. I'm guessing it will get more difficult again. Or again, maybe it's the joys in seeing the world become more organized after one has had to deal with it in its least organized state. Oops. Get this. Throw that, get this. One over there. Alright. Throw you, get you. There we go. Another full set. After this one, we can level up again and put in something as different. Possibly throw all the books on the correct shelf. Could be a cool one to have, especially with picking up all the books quickly. There we go. Okay, so we'll try this one. Instantly shelves book in hand. Effective only on the bookshelf targeted by the crosshairs. Sounds good. Hey, Avatar, the game is fascinating and horrifying. Is it horrifying because there's so much clutter? Because I definitely would get that. Makes a good deal of sense to me. Here we go. Behold! Okay, pick up one book there. So I'm going to try to get all the books at this point, and then throw them all to the correct shelf. Though, I think there's no book on that shelf right now. And so, there is no correct shelf exactly. There's no elf on the shelf. I've never had children, nor do I know people who have children, and so that elf on the shelf thing means basically nothing to me. But, okay, how does this thing work now? Put one there, and then... Automatic shelving failed. They don't necessarily go in the correct order. Wait. Okay, so this is why you need to have them stacked in hand in the correct order, I think. So they'll get there, and then later you can do the organization on your own. How is it possible to not know someone has children? Like, in person? So I live in a... Okay, right. Know here means know well enough that I could ask them personal questions. Because I know there are professors here who have kids, but in Japan there's a pretty, like, bright line between work life and personal life, and so I don't really ask anyone about their children. And so our closest friends are all, married couples in their like late 30s, early 40s. So I know that like, some of you have kids. I don't tend to say I know you all, though, of course, at some level I do know many of you at least. But yeah, there you go. That's what it is. I just don't have enough friends. Well, I need to go make me feel bad by reminding me I hadn't any friends. I push button 5 to pick things up. I'm looking forward to leveling up the make all the books come to you button. Okay, there are 2 over here. The ones upstairs are behind me to the right. Very good. Upstairs now. You have 4 kids you'll send me for research. I mean, it's not that I want children, but I really wish I had a front row seat to watching how children become fuller people. Because I find that super, super interesting, and I'll never ever have front row access to it. I kind of wish I would. Kind of wish I would for sure. Okay, all right. Looking for another brown book. Dragons. Do we think dragons are monsterology? I don't think they are. Oh, they are actually. Cool. I'm occasionally surprised when I guess the, what's this? Ecological Pyramid of Monsters. Is that also here? Book 3. 1, 2, 3. It says it is. Huh. You're waiting for your adult children to become fuller persons. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, behold! One right here. My other cooldowns are still unfortunately cooling, so we're not going to be able to have things grabbed easily. I wonder if I'll eventually be able to dash in the library. I hope so. Not that it's appropriate behavior. Oh, the person who runs our library right now at the university is, I don't know. She how do I say this in a way that's polite? She has beliefs about libraries that are completely opposed to everything that I believe in. Is that fair? That might be fair. And so the way this manifests is that students should be able to decide what kind of library they want, which, fine, except for the part where she refuses to allow people to hush one another. And so if students are in there being real loud and eating food and spilling things and making it so I can't work on my research, she's fine with this. She thinks the place should be self-regulating, such that no one should be able to complain. It's all just, it is what it is, man. And like, I'm occasionally in for hippie nonsense also, but yeah, definitely not great. And so the idea of a non-hushing librarian or shushing librarian is very strange to me. I know that many libraries are trying to be more inclusive and a fun place to hang out and so on, but I think it's important that libraries are free, open, and quiet. And that's my rant for today. So you have to have one book declared, and then you can throw the others. Good. Oh, it's in the wrong spot, isn't it? Nope, I think I just changed locations pointing. Okay, so we have 3 more to go. And again, we could just start like collecting books and putting them on the shelves and work on whatever we happen to find. I think it's a lot easier for me to go bit by bit. One's out of order. Oh, thanks for catching that. Thanks for catching that, team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, thank you. Nice. 20 shelves completed. Wibble, I appreciate that you counted out. You didn't just say wrong order. You said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is librarian Japanese? No, Thwop. The librarian is a Californian. And some of you know I have strong feelings about Californians. It's not that they're bad people. It's just that their sense of what matters is at odds with some of my senses. And also, they're just too laid back. And I want to be a laid back person. I want to be the kind of person that people are like comfortable with. Unfortunately, I'm just not a laid back person. Now, if any of you are Californians, I'm glad you're here. When we send out our yearly postcards, I tend to notice what states people are from. I believe we have no Californians as part of our community, which, whoops. Let's go with number 1 right away. All right. We can't currently off. Oh, we can, right? There you go. There you go. 3 more shelves. 3 more brown books needed. I think if I knew more fully where the different parts of the library were / are. Beastification. Is that a monster thing? Let's see. It is not. Beastification is a kind of magic, maybe. You live in California? Okay, Avatar. I'm glad that you enjoy hanging out here despite me being a California slurrer. Very sorry for that. Maybe we should just grab some random book and work on its set instead of trying to stay so focused on monsters. Exactly, friends. We can start working on whatever comes to hand. Monsterology. So this is Monsterology, but it's also a book on language. We'll see. Hey, George, thank you for gifting a subscription to Avatar of Win. That's right. If I slur your if I slur your people and channel, you will get a gift subscription from someone. And George, thank you for supporting the community. I'm very sorry that your very generous 10 gift subscription gift earlier today did not lead to the correct pop-up. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling super great today, so the idea of listening to the Melodica Jurassic Park is not exactly my idea of a good time. That's why I didn't play it separately, but George, you've been very generous today. So many people have been so generous today, and as you can see, I have that little fundraiser thing on screen. I'm currently raising money for a Kickstarter for a a bookstore in Tokyo that I'd like to go to very, very much and have my community very, very much. And so if you want to help with that by, even send in a couple of coins over 100 yen or so, I sure would appreciate that. All right, 2 more to go, or we're gonna go rando. All right, friends, this is magic circles and summoning syntax. So syntax is linguistics. Okay. Maybe language. The magic circles and summoning, though, maybe it's summoning magic instead. Is there such a thing? IJ. Up by philosophy. Okay. Bring me these books. They really are over the place. I like when they're a little bit more piled up. Oh, another skill point also? Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for noticing that. Okay, the ones that remain are up and behind and over here. Also, I think the cooldown on my main ability is only 10 seconds now. It's really wonderful. I'll use a skill point after I finish this one. And hey, I'm ending in the location I need to be. I believe, like I said, is right next to philosophy. Here? I will find out. 2H. So I'm going to grab number 1 first. No. Alright, did I miss where it actually was? Summoning again is 1J. Or IJ. That's definitely there. So maybe it's linguistics instead? 2Q. In the very, very middle there. Oh, wait. The very middle is cut off. There are no ways to leave the library to sort of work been completed. This is the way out. It's upstairs, though. Maybe? Wait. I'm so confused. Oh! Thank you. This is 1, meaning first floor. It's not the philosophy floor. It's right here instead. Oh, dear. Okay. Thank you for helping with that one. Go, books, go! Hey, very good. All right, who's up next? Dungeon of the Abyss. Bring me all the dungeoneering books, please. I just pushed the wrong button, unfortunately, and made these able to be thrown onto bookshelves without having them in hand yet. We don't know where dungeoneering is, unfortunately. But I think I have a point to spend. Let's see here. Make the shelf glow. So this will show me which shelf to go to. I no longer need to use the map, I believe. Is that truth? It's available? Let's see. Right there. Okay. So I can't throw books on the shelf if there's not at least one book there to declare it as being the correct one. So what I really want is to be able to collect all the books at once and then throw them from across the room. As right now, I do not have that ability, though, unfortunately. This is not especially hard to do. Okay. Next up, romance novel, The Red Lady and the Bamboozled Man. Wow. I want to read this one for sure. Show me what you got. Nothing back here. Huh. Wait, I think that not every series has 10 books in it. Is that correct? Because I'm only seeing 3 right now. So this is romance, I guess. 2L. So second floor, L. In the corner just past philosophy. Got it. Got it, got it. So, do they go off by themselves then like this? Yeah, they do. How cute is that? Oh, I'm guessing that these are really easy to complete to get more levels up. I bet. So we have all the major magic unlocked now. It's been a matter of using the correct magic in the correct order. So, magical healing. Show me all the books like that. I wonder if I put this book, put this book onto a shelf now, if it will continue to glow. And so I can then pick up all of them and throw them to the shelf I just put it on. Maybe. Might be a little bit too complicated for me, though. Using multiple spells together. What? Oh, in this case, I guess push button number 5 and collect both of these. Hey, very cool. Okay, now where are you supposed to go? Right here. I put number 1 on. Organize all of them. Throw them. Hello? 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 There we go. Wasn't quite close enough to do it. That's great. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. So, everything's on cooldown right now, so I can use the guide for a moment and figure out where on earth psychology and analyses live. Dr. Magic Freud guy. So probably psychology generally. Yeah, I guess the second floor things that are like not directly related to serious business magic. Psychology is 2I. Cool. You and you. Alright. I don't yet have my organizing or throwing or grabbing everything up. I gotta get the cooldowns faster. That's like we're moving so much more quickly than we first started, so I can't complain even a little bit. Okay, so what shelf are you? Hello? Oh, I thought I pushed the what shelf are you button. There it is. Okay, so now put one on the shelf. Organize 1. Can't throw yet, unfortunately. Can't throw right now. So we'll do it manually instead. 2, 3, 4, etc. It's the wrong spot. Awesome. Alright, who's up next? Conflict protocols for guilds. It's Robert's Rules of Order in the fantasy world. Show me what you got. There are a ton of them right in the middle there. So pop one over there and push the give me books button. There we go. Uh-oh. Throw in books. Okay, throw you. Throw you. Okay. I guess it's the case that one doesn't have to have the books glowing to be able to pick them up with the magic spell to bring books like them to your hand. I think. Okay, you go here. And so, am I allowed to throw from here? No, you have to put at least one of them in. I can now throw. One more level. The Craftsman language. Everyone's Dwarvish. Does that mean that everyone is Dwarvish? Or instead it's the Dwarvish that belongs to everyone? It's just confusing. This one's scattered so badly. The accursed fairy who came through here. I'm still convinced she's buried underneath the book pile. She didn't escape at all, but she is down there waiting for saving, and somehow she'll be redeemed. She didn't mean it. It was a miscast spell or otherwise. Alright. So where do dwarf books go? Whoops, missed one. Wherever the language section is. Can wait a second on that. Yeah, eventually I'll know where all these things go, I'm sure. Okay, so I could go ahead and just drop all these books for a moment. Do I want to do that? Because thinking about grabbing some other book and then using the magic spell to pull all those books into me. Ah, it's actually right here. So languages are next to romance, fiction, whatever it is. Put them in here. Keeping one off. Please stop that. Please go in the right spot. Thank you. Level up. Okay. Let's make the shelf guide cool down a little bit less. One right guess in 100 makes a seer. Okay. If I just stand in the middle and push this button, a bunch come to me right away. I then go looking. And if I knew where these books went, I could drop one of them while waiting for my throw cooldown to come available. Friends, are we in cozy mode? Because it's not seeming as hard as I thought it was going to be. At some point, will the principal declare, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're up for execution unless you hurry up? I don't know. Hey, Prof, how's it going? I'm not in cozy mode, okay? It feels pretty cozy. But it's possible that my idea of cozy and the game idea of cozy are not quite the same. I don't know for sure. I put those there, throw the books. Good. Bring a Tome of Alchemy book. Everything's on a cooldown, unfortunately. So, these look similar, these two. Management, high-ranking magician training and evaluation system. Indeed, there are two of those right next to each other. Okay. So, where are their books? No more here? Yeah, the jumping is really, really good. Now that I begin to understand how to use it. Like someone said, stairs are for squares. Alright. Did I miss one? Yeah, it's over here. Okay, whole set now. So, we'll be able to see where it goes in just one sec here. There it is. Goes down here. Oh, missed a book also. I would say it goes down here, it goes right up where I was a moment ago. Alright. It was in this pile, I believe. Oh no. Have I gotten lazy in the game? Such that I can only see the book that's highlighted? Oh no. I pushed this button, they all come to me. There we go. We drew it in the other way. Okay, I think you're here. Good. Hey, Rogue Systems, thank you for your generosity. 16 months subscribing. Hopefully get an Arcane thesis by the end of this thing. Yeah, this is my graduate school work. As of right now, we're not actually researching anything. We're just organizing our books before we research anything. Okay. I wonder if it'd be worth focusing on fiction for a little bit. Because I'd get some fairly easy, smaller sets out of the way. Like, I like that when I'm working on the 10 sets, we do, get quite a few books dealt with all at once. But quicker ones to complete would help us to level up faster, of course. Oh man, if only I had the cooldown to summon books to me with so many right around us, it'd be an amazing cast. But okay, where do you all go now? These are warrior books. Organize 1, throw the books. Glorious. Okay, one more to level up. What are you, book? So this book on the mana currency system goes here. So I have an idea of how to do this. Was it here? What's that? Oh, got confused. Was it this shelf? 10, 9, 8, 7. No. Was it this shelf? Oh no, 10, 9, 8, 7. There it is, okay. Here's my idea. So I'm going to cast this, put this down here, 10, 9, 8, 7, I think. Okay, we can now collect all of them, and then if I remember where that shelf was, I can jump up and throw them from across the room. This is entirely for style points. I'm not sure it's actually faster in any sense whatsoever. But, oops. Okay. How many am I missing? Okay, legends all of them. So now I need to wait for the cooldown to end. Oh, this part's very sad. Okay, I'm gonna put all these down here, and then grab this and summon the ones to me that look similar. Cool. And then where do you go? Over here. Yeah, that's too far away. Alright. Alright, mere seconds we can throw all these. Mere seconds, I say. Am I too far away? Wait. Come on. Why didn't that work, team? Did I try to do it from too far away, maybe? Also, I don't have book 10. I missed book 10 somehow. Huh. No style points today. That's okay, though. I need to finish this one. So, where are you? Over there, okay. Good. The tools will tell you to be closer, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. The mana and labor book seems to be a fairly, small set. Labor history, even in the world of magic, is a little underexplored topic. Question for you all, which is it the case that I will be given keys on my own, or do I have to find them? Do you get the keys for doing X amount of work, or is it instead the case that you just diggy hole and find some keys? Faster assemble, get them books. You have to find them on your own, so they're in here somewhere. Where's the key? Actually, I had an idea. What is that? Okay, I can't. Hey, it's the key! I was right! I thought there'd be something on top of something. Ah, we have a blue star key. Cool. I had an idea. Okay, so let's look at the blue one in just a moment. Okay, I pick up from over here. Come on. There we go. Definitely how it's done. Another one finished. Grab this. Assemble the books. They go in the corner together. Cool. Blue key. That's green. I think it's how one gets minor powers. So, what does the principal let us do now? Oh! Carry capacity +2. A magic potion that increases your maximum book carry capacity by 2. Huh. Okay, I guess I like it. At the same time, though, I've only really needed 10 at a time. But okay. 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 Also, okay. You're gonna get this into a zero magic run? I mean, I can imagine the game being really, really quite relaxing in a way. Archery shelf over here. Over here. Alright, so archers and fairies. Let's try to find all of you now. The starting pile still piled. So I found a way to get this done, like, fairly quickly, fairly efficiently. And it does feel pretty good. But I kind of want to go back to my roots. And just stand in one place and throw books into different colored piles for a while. That could be fun. That could be fun. When you get the magic, the game becomes super easy. I largely agree. It becomes much, much, much faster. And I'll be curious to see what happens as I continue along. You know, will the fairy show up again and start smashing things? Or, you know, what's going to happen exactly? That'd be cool to see. Okay, archery book, I believe, was here. So organize, book 1, throw the rest. Nice. Nice. Okay. We have this one, Compendium of Dungeon Resources. Let's cast, pull them into me. Let's find the remainder, rather. I'm gonna grab the one straight behind first. Yeah, I bet the speedrun of this game most certainly involves knowing where things are, number one, but also keeping your cooldowns on, I guess, like using your spells consistently, and then also thinking of how they chain together best. Is there a hard mode that doesn't highlight books? I mean, so the highlighting book spell is when you don't have to unlock, I guess. It does seem to be the strongest of the spells, at least as far as the way I play the game. But yeah, it is the case that makes the game a little silly by comparison to early game. But it's really fun, though. It's a really fun game anyway. Alright, another shelf being done. I do worry a little bit I'm going to end up covering over where some key is. Wage structure in magical profession. I'm guessing that goes on the labor history shelf, but quite a few of them. So we have put 350 books away. My math friends can tell me that's about 10% of the library organized. It does feel good knowing that it's less of a mess than it was when we first started playing. It's not quite as exciting as, you know, killing all the enemies in XCOM, but there's certain excitement in knowing that the piles are less so than before. I was hoping to play today until we found out, you know, what the game does for being in hard mode, but unfortunately, it seems we're not going to get that unless we continue playing a while longer today. I think you all just go here. It actually is not showing it's the correct place. So these are, I guess, econ books as opposed to being laboring books. Yeah, they go to the econ section instead. So you go there, throw the remainder. Cool. Another level up. Let's do assemble again. Okay. I assembled a bunch of books of the same color somewhere. Here they are, I think. Alright, so drawing moving characters beginner level. Cool. If I just jump to the middle and push the summon ones, I believe we have all of the books for it now. So where is drawing or art or something like that? Nothing there. It's probably in the mundane library upstairs instead. Art 2E. So right up this way. Now we'll look on the roof. 2A. 2E. Okay, throw is not up yet. Nope. do kind of want to focus on one of these shelves. We have one lit up over there. I really like having the one lit up at least. So may I start working the same kind consistently. But transtemporal summons, the laws of causality, which we violate all the time. After all, we're wizards. Or maybe we're not wizards, right? Maybe it's the case that we are merely working for the wizards. And they're very, very rude to us. My librarian friend, who has an MA, occasionally mentions how mean some faculty are to her. They assume that because they have PhDs in their special fields, they know more about books than she does, and they talk down to her regularly. And I've wondered how much this is gendered. Her standard concern is old white men like me. At the same time, it's interesting to think about, if someone's a librarian, they have a bunch of specialty in a certain field, why wouldn't you respect the things that they know most? But all right, terror illusions to shatter the enemy's mind. Fantastic. Where do you go? Over here? I now see how the speedrun could potentially be done much more quickly than I expected it to be. Initially, when people said a 3-hour speedrun with no guide to where the books are, cannot imagine how it'd be done. Okay, we don't know where these books go yet. Shattering the enemy's mind. Illusory spell, possibly? Yes. One eye, I guess. It's over here. Okay. I'd like to get 50 rows completed today if possible. That'd feel pretty good. We're at 40 in a moment here. And right now it seems that our getting them done are contingent on... Whoops. I don't have book 3. Everything's off by 1. Are contingent on the cooldowns primarily. So the game has become less a organizing game and more a cooldown game, I guess. Okay, the one I'm missing is... Hello? This is a terror illusion. Is it possible there are books that are missing? I've got to say it's possible there are books that are missing. Huh. Well, that's not great. So volume 3 of that seems not to be here right now. Very well, very well, very well. Or I'm too reliant on ability. You think I'm just not seeing it? It's possible. It is possible. I'll accept that. Techniques for returning to a previous step. Maybe it's on a shelf. Oh, ones that are locked in shelves maybe don't show up as much. Got it. Got it. Previous step. You know, it was right here somewhere. My overused ability showed me it. Okay, let's do it again. It may be the case where I want to say, like, efficiency. Yeah, weren't we talking earlier about a game efficiency and that one should be doing things blah 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 ways to get it done as quickly as possible? And now that I have found an efficient manner of doing so, it's resorty, be less efficient. Resorty, your efficiency ruins the game. So we need some efficiency, but perhaps not too much efficiency. Very well, very well. Up we go. Up we go. Okay. Shelf there. Oh, one of these is already shelved. Okay. Is it? Oh, prior one rather, sorry. So put you there, throw the rest. Good. Get one missing. Okay, I used the summon to me spell. Awesome. One more level up ready. One more level up needed. Book of Spells Pulverization. So spread out. I think this is where the summon books to you spell becomes so powerful. Instead of having to run across the entire level or world, you're able then just to push that button. So I'll probably level that one up next, I suspect. I've turned myself into automaton. I mean, that is what factory work is. Just do the same thing. Oh, but yeah, I've kind of ignored what the books are. I'm instead just clicking on the yellow things. Pulverization spell. I don't think this is a daily kind of spell, is it? Probably destruction magic, I'd guess. 1M, so left side over here. Left side, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm no longer a librarian. I'm instead a little bookshop robot. Beep boop, beep boop. Okay, whom are you? Alchemy! Give me the alchemy books. Show me the ones I missed. So we got 7 of them immediately. It does feel very, very wizardly. What does minor magic do? So the only minor magic I have right now is my jump spell. I haven't seen any other minor magic, I don't think, have I? Oh, okay, one is the increase in the carry capacity. So it really is the chess. So bonus carry capacity, then 2 other. I'm guessing one will let me run, most likely, but I don't know that for sure. But seems possible at least. I hope I'll get a reward for getting to 50 shelves. But I gotta figure out where the other keys are. I wouldn't be surprised if one's like on the table, just underneath everything. I'm so disrespectful to these books. I see a pen or a quill, I suppose. So I wonder if it's a drawer of some sort. I'm so sorry. I can't ever let my librarian friend see me play this game. It'd be a moment of great distress for her. Nothing. Nothing. Maybe it's inside the globe there? We'll look at it in a moment. Okay. Could pick up more than one book at a time and throw them on the ground. Oh, probably so. Yeah, I guess we can. Like I said, I have mole-like thoughts. Just grab one at a time and throw the throw. Okay. So this table, now clean, has nothing on it. Whoops, I actually pushed a button I didn't mean to push. So we're getting these books now very well. Very, very well. Big jumps, big jumps, big... almost. I'll try again. Alright. Wonder if our legs are getting tired. Or again, if it's just magic. Okay, so one here. This seems like it's a smaller set. The Practical Dungeon Tactics. Okay, y'all go over there. So unfortunately, we're not able to throw this one in a fun way. Just walk, walk, walk. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 43. Next up. Okay, this one's gonna go here as Chronicles the Magic Court. Advanced Healing Theory. Grab all as we can. And because I'm holding most of them, I'm just gonna throw them here for right now. Financial, the art of the tariff. And the word tariff used to have no important associations for me, other than I guess like Victoria 3. Now the word tariff might bring to mind other things at times too. Alright, so you're done for now. Book on music. Lots of them, okay. So I'm finally doing the kind of organization we discussed doing at the start of the game. Just grabbing books that sort of kind of go together and piling them up to be collected in the future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think my summons all 5 at once, but it's still on cooldown. I think it may be the most powerful ability, as you don't even need to know where the books are, frankly. Looking for world music. Good. Where do you go? Over here. So as long as volume 10's in place, I can throw the others. I need to know where the other ones are. So walk over here, push the 5. Okay. Reorganize. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 6 more to go. 6 more to go. The holy power in undead annihilation. As many of you know, anytime I have like the possibility of what kind of magic I want to do, it's always holy for me. Deep down inside, I just want to be a paladin with some big old shield and trying to keep people alive. How about for you? If you have a choice of being any kind of caster you want to be, what kind of caster do you choose? That is the question for you today. I think these go here. Is that correct? That is not correct. Is it here, possibly? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, so 2, 8. We can organize now. 1, 4. We don't have book 9, unfortunately. But wait, we do have book 9. One more row to get a proper level up. You want fireball in small room to hit your allies? Oh my goodness, please don't do that. You're maybe the prop pally in WoW. Yeah, my World of Warcraft main was a, it was tiny, with a holy priest. I wish I'd chosen Paladin, but I was playing with a friend who was a warrior character, and he very much wanted someone to run around healing him as opposed to, I don't know, doing damage or other things that are more interesting to the player, perhaps. Alright, level up again. More collection. 40 seconds on the cooldown now. Okay, give me those. There are 2 more to go. They're over there. Oh, I think it was the shelf. The shelf. Oh no, I got confused again. It was, okay. So pick up the last. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't do more than one thing at a time. If I do, I just get confused, unfortunately. Huh. You want rules for illusion spells to be better. What are the troubles with illusion spells? Are they too easy to be detected? Like, what exactly is not quite working out for you? And many of you know far more about the old D's and D's than I do. So I'm always interested what you come up with. Too far away. No. Nice. Okay, grab another one. A few of these here and there. There's aren't any illusion spells? Oh, okay. I mean, I remember in Baldur's Gate, there was an illusion spell that was something like cast 3 mirrors of yourself or something that would cause enemies to hit you less often. I think maybe. This book is The Alchemical Art of Transmuting Food to Poop. What a world. Our library can't carry this filth. Clearly need to start a petition. The DM gets to decide how illusions work. Okay. So they're not well articulated, I guess. Okay, these go here. Drop one of those there. If we can get the others, we can throw them all there. Oh, they're all together. Please, summoning spell. Please come off cooldown. I mean, I guess I like that D&D does allow so much agency to the DM. Though I've never been the DM, nor have I ever played with a DM who didn't know what they're doing. I can imagine that does add a bit of frustration at times. But I'm sure many of you are fine dungeon masters. I think in a different life, I might have had a shot at being halfway decent, but just wasn't there for it. Okay. 1 row to level up. 1 more till 50. No doubt at level 50, the game will say, well done, my good and faithful soldier. Here is some really cool item for your hard work. I know I throw a pile of books together somewhere. Over here, maybe? Is the fairy in here moving the piles I've made? Obviously she is. Where'd I put the pile? Hey, here we go, okay. I'm missing book 4 and book 10. 1, 2. That's all? Okay, and then where do these go, please? Okay. Oh, one more there. Goes on the bottom shelf there on the left. Put one there, I can throw the rest. Hey, that's pretty cool. Alright, Intermediate Librarian, complete 50 rows. Nothing special. Just 50 rows. Alright, team, it's noon my time. I'm thinking that it's perhaps time for me to go. Oh, what's this? What's this? Does this actually work? This balance? No, it does not. Man, if only it did, that'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna clear off this table right quick to see if there's a key here. And then I do need to go away. And the question, my friends, has gotta be, do we play more of this tomorrow? I don't know. I'm having a good time, but I'm guessing it is becoming a little repetitive. Alright, that's right, one at a time. That's what I do in things here. One at a time, one at a time, one at a time. I throw them all. Very good. Yes, for cleaning, this is much, much faster. Play Star Trek Voyager again. So the trouble is, the unwellness I'm feeling right now is lung-based. And Voyager requires me to be reading constantly. and so I think right now any game that requires constant reading is definitely not on the docket, I've got to say. Oh, the benches also? Oh, good eye. Hey! Trust me, I didn't set any traps in the chest box. I don't know if we believe you. Hey, there's a key there! I had generally the right idea. I was looking at the wrong spot. Emerald Club Key. This will be the last thing we do today, my friends. As you can see, there's a little command on screen, !fundraiser. If you do that, you'll be taken to a Kickstarter page for a bookstore I'm supporting in Tokyo. I know many of you decided to help out with that, and I do appreciate that so darn much. We're still working on it, though. Alright, let's see. To the Librarian. Look, let me tell you something. We have an incident, a very unexpected, very nasty incident in the Grand Library. It's total chaos, a complete disaster. Wait, why am I only getting this information later? Like, we already know that the fairy did this. Huh. I wonder if they were supposed to be sent to me, but they didn't end up being sent to me. Nonetheless, we're allowed to run now. We can run to move fast, be strong, get the library back in order. We are now running. We're now walking. We're now running. Is there any reason to ever walk again? I don't think so. Nonetheless, friends, tomorrow, more something. Maybe this, maybe not this. We'll see how it goes. For now, though, thank you for being a friend. See you tomorrow. Appreciate you. Goodbye for now. Wait, there's more letters in the chest. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I missed a second letter in the chest. Thank you for having eyes. If you're expecting a trap, sorry to disappoint. Sorry, friends. No traps this time. I hope you had a bit of a ha-ha hee-hee on that one. All very good. See you a bit later. Thanks a bunch, folks. Goodbye for now.